Good evening. Good evening. You get this little backgroundish over here. Oh, I don't want to get. There we go. Bruce Gas, boxing, jazz, and more. Over here with my brother Mad Chad. We're gonna reminisce about this amazing journey that we took this weekend. First thing we're gonna do over here is I'm gonna do a couple of Toka twos. Mad Chad, my brother, how are you this afternoon, this evening? Already a dark.
Hey, here we are. Here we are, Bruce. How you doing, man? How you doing?
Bro, I'm just about coming down from this great trip that we had, but see the thing is, you and I we haven't sat down and just chopped it up from when you picked me up at around 3:30 in the afternoon till we got to that no-tell motel out there, man. Out in
the Escape Inn, right there off Hershey Parkway. 322. I mean, we made it there. We don't know how to use electronics. I mean, and we got there good, but we segue to the morning. We're leaving 6:30 in the morning. We're leaving Philly after this great event, and both our phones aren't working. It's dark. We don't know where the fuck we're going. Almost lost my glasses. Almost got in a fender bender. But other than that, it was smooth sailing. Like, I don't like reminiscing about picking you up. So I show up. We leave. Shout out to everybody. Carl Hansen, the Boxing Lounge, Mr. Pads, everybody in the chat. And shout out to legendary Bruce Gas. And Bruce, you did mention, Uncle Tim might be able to swing by. You said Uncle Tim might come by.
It's a good possibility. Yeah, I'm gonna shout out everybody in a second over here, man. I figure we'll let them all.
Yeah, we're just relaxing, like we're in the car, like we're in the Honda. We're in the Honda.
Exactly, man. Exactly. And bro, the Honda. And man, it wasn't like we're on a 3-lane 95 all the way there, which that's what I thought that was going to be. We got detoured on these roads. They're kind of through these little paths that they blast out of rocks, and they're really narrow. And you got these 18-wheelers all over the place.
Left lane. No, they're in the left lane.
Left lane, and they're all over the place. They were
all
like,
over.
Oh man, it was. We saw a couple of cars that were slowed down, and they were messing things up. And most of the time, it was old people. They're scared out there. They got these big monster trucks.
It's scary to drive. It's scary out there. It's a scary world. And
it is.
Like I said, the only time we had problems was when there was, construction, a stop, because it was a big stop, had to kind of hit the brakes pretty hard. Bruce almost hit his face off the windshield, but, we made it pretty good. And that was our closest accident. But when we're rolling, when we're to the 60 to 80, 90 mile per hour range, it was smooth sailing the whole way, really. Once we got out of because I'm pedal down, I'm left lane. We're making great time. I mean, the time that we made was fucking historical, to be quite honest.
I'm gonna send Tim another email just to make sure we got the last one I sent him. But
you ought to let Tim Muzzy in, and you ought to let Blood Boxing, if Blood's out there, if you know how to get a hold of Blood, just someone that's really in, because we talked to Blood. And Trick Nolte.
Bro, I just
because we could fit a lot of people in the Honda. We had Tim in the Honda.
I want to talk about this with people who are there right now, man.
Yeah, we were there.
Yeah, and I want to share the experiences that we had.
Let's hear it, Bruce. Yeah, you go ahead now, and I'll intervene.
All right, man. Now, the place where these boxes were all staying, we didn't know where it was. It was a big secret. They didn't want press there. They didn't want the YouTubers there. They wanted
the Indica. It was the Indica.
It was called the
Indica.
The
sativa. It was the Indigo, but we called it the Indica.
Indica. Well, and my friend Brian, who was the events coordinator, he called us and he told us it was the Howard Johnsons. And we're driving out. We got the GPS to find us the Howard Johnsons, and it's
This
this.
is our first interaction. This is our first interaction to these murderers. Like, well, this is our first interaction to meet these killers. And Bruce, they send us to a classic hitch spot. Like, we pull up,
It was like the flea bag
window, the pool. You know, it looked like a war zone. You know,
It was like,
and I'm like, Bruce, these boxes aren't staying here. Oh my God, Bruce, you got to make a call because I feel like my life could be threatened. You know what I mean? And so, yep, this was, yeah. Shout out to Brian for sending us to I don't know how the fuck we ended up there, the worst part of Pennsylvania.
and he claims he didn't send us there. That was the weird thing.
I heard him say it.
I don't know who he was talking to, but anyway, we sat in that parking lot for 5 minutes, made another phone call. We found out it was the Indica, which we remember that name.
Very close.
It was very close. So anyway, we go to the Indica, and it's around, I'm going to say around 10:30, around 10:30, maybe 11.
No, I think 10:30. I want to say 10:30.
Yeah, right around 10:30, and we walk in, and it was just the fighters. The fighters were in the lobby, sitting at the lounge. It was all the boxes. I'm looking one after another. Iran Barkley, fucking Sugar Ray Seals, Marlon Starling, Tyrell Biggs, and they're talking to each other like they got nothing to do. They got nowhere to go because we're in the middle of a cornfield that's just surrounded by a couple of highways, and you're not going to go walking. There's no strip club around the corner. There ain't even a CVS to walk to. You're in the hotel lobby. If they don't have any entertainment, you better entertain yourselves.
And they're on their way, 3 hours later, they're going to this event, this boxing event. So they just got time to kill. They spent the night there from the dinner they had the previous night, $100. They had a dinner that was like a meet and greet. That was kind of like the dinner where you get the dinner, and
it was 300 people, $100 a person. And it was like Mad Chad said, it was a meet and greet. But we were traveling that night, so we got there the morning after that, and they were all getting up, coming down. But they didn't have to go to their event till like 3 in the afternoon.
They weren't even in their suits yet. They didn't even go back to their rooms to get ready. Like they were just chilling.
Marlon Starling sitting there having pancakes and eggs. He's eating it, and he was kind of full. I was standing around. He looked at me and he's like, "Sit down." I said, "No, have your breakfast, man." He goes, "No." He pushes it away, and he was just friendly. And right then and there, I got the vibe. I said, "These guys, they're happy to see us, man. They're just good guys." No, I didn't hear any arguments going on. I didn't hear any F this, no, nothing. Maybe a few motherfuckers, but mostly it was me and Chad.
I mean, honestly, Bruce, it was just over the top joyfulness. Like the joy, all these fighters were glowing. Like the aura, all of them had a bright light bulb. It was just incredible. They were full of life. They want their, they're rock stars that can't fight no more.
And a lot of them hadn't seen each other. They hadn't seen each other in years, man. So it was like a homecoming. They were.
Vinny's like, me and Iran traveled the world together. He's like, we traveled the world.
Russia, Poland. He started. Yeah. Hey, let me shout out before I forget. Let me shout out Carl Hansen, man. Shout out my brother, Mr. Pads, Boxing Lounge, man. Carlos Mendoza, Rolling with the Punches, Mr. Doc, Slugger Sam, Skywalker. Appreciate you cats coming in here, man. Iceman always showing love, man. Even if it's 5 o'clock in the morning, he's out there. But yeah. Vinny was like a Goomba. He was like our buddy, man. We went for Vinny. He was the last one to come out of the rooms, and they couldn't get in touch with him. He wasn't answering the phone. We could tell he had a major hangover when he came down. And
you got the Rhode Island connection again. The Rhode Island kid, and where Bruce, Rhode Island, that New England. So it's funny the New England guys all ended up together. Mickey was in the entourage. Mickey was on point. Mickey's on point. Going to be right at the what time you need to be there. Mickey be there 10 minutes early. Difference between an Irishman and an Italian.
But when Vinny came down, he wanted coffee, he wanted fresh air, and he wanted candy. He wanted those M&M peanuts. He gobbled 2 bags of those down, and like the Kit Kat bar.
Call Vinny. I give him my fucking number. If you can't get a hold of Vinny, say, why haven't you called Matt Chad? I thought he was my fucking buddy. I got a bruise on my right shoulder from him fucking hitting me.
We'll get in touch with him. We'll hook it up, fan. Who else? Andre.
I'm expecting a phone call from him. I got a phone call from a weird area code. What's Rhode Island area? You know, because I think
401.
Yeah, it might have been him calling me. I might have missed it, but you know,
I gotta get his number.
I need to get Tim's number. I didn't even get Tim's number. Uncle Tim. When me and Tim sat face to face eating breakfast, like he's in my passenger seat, he gave me the first hug when I got there. He saw me, looked at me. He's like, "Hi, look at you." He's like, "You like the guy?" I mean, Shania, you were smoking a weed. His daughter was singing the national anthem at the boxing thing. I mean, this is I mean, Marty, this big hockey player that played all over. I should have got the guy's fucking name. A 6'6" hockey player. You know, pictures with Tim at the restaurant, at the breakfast. This is outside of our comfort zone there. But it's comfort when you're with Tim Witherspoon. You're very comfortable because he's a fucking monster.
Major Key, salute. Oh, his hands are as big as my head. I took a picture. Let me see if I can find the picture I took with him. Because his fist, like I said, man, the size.
I bet his ding dong's bigger than your head too.
I didn't want to look at that, Matt Chad.
Well, you looked at mine in the hotel room. You kept trying to look at me when I took a shower. Like, Bruce, stop trying to look. Every time I hopped in the shower, Bruce is knocking at the door. You all right, Matt Chad? I'm like, yeah.
You're not supposed to tell anybody that, man. Remember we said what happens in freaking
Vegas stays in Vegas.
There we go.
Like, Bruce, we're not in Vegas. We're in fucking cow shit corner. Fucking.
I just want to show the size.
Oh, his hands were huge.
Of this fucking guy's hands.
His head's big too. His head's bigger than mine.
Look at this. Look at the size of his fist and look at the size of Bruce Gass's head. about the same circumference. In fact, I should give him a buzz to see what the story is, man. Matt Chad, take over for a second, man.
I got it. Shout out to Marlon Stalin, man. I try to remember what happened. We walk through the door. Big Tim gives me a hug. Then Little Tim Jr., shout out to Skywalker, gives me a big shout out, big hug. What's going on, Matt Chad? Roll into the big room, sitting there, and I'm looking around, and there's fucking Tyrell Biggs standing right there. Iran Barkley, Sugar Ray Sales, Sugar Ray's right there, gold medal right on his chest, wearing it, and they're just all they're interacting, and I'm just sitting back. I don't know anybody now, I don't know anybody. I sit, and then all of a sudden I look, there's old Mickey Ward sitting in the corner, right, sitting over there, and I just walked to Mickey because I know Mickey, I know him a little bit, met him, been to a few of his fights, know him. Hey, Mickey, hey, what's going on? He didn't recognize me at all. Like, hey, Mike Chadbourne, Paul and Maine, Boxer Club, Paul and Maine, Jason Lahulia, Bobby Russo. Hey, Bobby, yeah. What's his honor to do? Mickey sitting there shooting the shit with Mickey for a minute. Asked him how he's doing. Asked him his family. Good. Just talking about how they're minted. With the big hug from Big Tim, Little Tim. And then we walked in with Brian. Brian was there, Tim's dude, and Brian's little son. And then into the room we go with Vinny Bergese, the guy that fought Vinny Pazienza. He was Vinny the first guy I shook. That was the first hand I shook outside of the Witherspoon family, and with Brian and the Witherspoons. And then Mickey Ward was my first interaction. Marlon Stalin was my second. Iran Barkley was my third. Riddick Bowe my fourth. Tyrell Biggs was my first. I don't know what it was. I just know it was fucking pretty incredible because every interaction was very personal. And it was just like, how you doing, man? How's everything going? Good. Wow, just great to meet you. Just a legend. You know, just basic questions. The hottest motherfucker that ever hit you.
Tim.
Yeah, what did you send it to?
I sent it to Tim Witherspoon at Hotmail.
It ain't come up, Shania.
Let me go search again here. If it didn't, I'll send it again. Okay.
It's 10-1. It's 10-1. What's the day's date?
Shania. Great national anthem. Shout out to Shania. Great national anthem.
All right, I'm waiting.
I was watching the Sixers game, and Shania did such a better job.
I'll send it again.
Put it in the YouTube public chat and just let Tim get on.
He sent it to timwitherspoon@hotmail.com. Just okay. Let me see this.
I just sent it. I just sent another one to make sure you get it.
Oh, okay, what's that? Hold on.
All right, my man.
It's terrible, Tim. Terrible, Tim. Thank God for Shania. He would have never got it. Thank God for Shania.
No, the one from StreamYard didn't come in?
timwitherspoon@hotmail.com.
Yeah.
What's the email under, she said?
It should be under StreamYard. You know, Bruce Gas.
Oh, your name, Bruce Gas.
Keep talking.
Okay, man. You know what?
Does he have an Instagram or a Twitter? Does Tim have Instagram?
My email is, well, I'll send it through my email if that would be easier. Let me go through. Let me see. First of all, I gotta get this up and let me copy this. Using the latest technology over here.
Bruce, but if Tim could just hit, if he's watching YouTube, just
Wait.
put the link in YouTube and don't let no one else on.
I don't think he is, Mad Chat. I don't think he's watching YouTube. I think I got it right here, man. Let's see. I'm gonna send it through my email instead of through theirs. Tim Witherspoon at Hotmail, right here,
Very
man.
Unprofessional. This is not ESPN.
No. This is definitely not ESPN. This is us. Okay, this one's coming at you right here. This is from itsbrucegoes at gmail.com. Let's see if you get this one, man, because this is 3 of them we're blasting at you. And I know I got the right email. I sent you a bunch of them before.
I really felt like Tim could beat fucking Tyson. Honestly, you
got it.
The versions.
All right, my brother.
The versions of Mike Tyson against Buster Douglas. You know, just say if Tim would have been in that fight with Tyson, I really feel Tim would have beat Tyson.
Who hung up? Not me. Just click.
Not unbeatable, and there's no fighter that's unbeatable.
Use your camera and put Terrible Tim on there, and bango, you're on the show.
Okay, so.
Yes, I am, Baked Major Key. I see it. You're here, my man. You're here. We can put this phone down. Ladies and gentlemen, 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, and my brother, Terrible Tim Witherspoon. Here he is, man. Here he is.
Okay, let me put this on top of here. So it's not that light in here. Woo, it's bright in there, Bruce.
It's bright in there.
Let me turn it up. There we go.
Perfect over here. Chad Church, salute, brother.
What's up, Chad? Is that Chad?
That's Mad Chad up there, man.
Who's that gangster up there? Mad Chad.
You know it. You know it. Look
Hey,
at him. Look at those.
Tim Witherspoon.
who's that?
Tim.
Who's that
There's
guy?
Tim.
Who's the black guy? That picture.
Uncle Tim. Uncle Tim. Uncle Tim.
Yeah, we had fun. It was nice meeting you, man.
How's
Next time we
Shania?
get,
How's Shania? Great job singing the anthem. Great job singing the anthem.
let me
Shout out
turn
to
this light
Shania.
on. Hold on.
There's Tim.
Oh, it's
Turn
not
the
on.
light off for him. Turn the light off for Tim.
No. I gotta get next time. I gotta get more light. Make it lighter. That's all.
You look great, champ. You're looking great, man.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you.
hey, thank you. You made us feel so at home this weekend, man.
We family, man.
Oh man.
We family.
Man.
Everybody in the world could
Woo.
have fun like us if they want, as long as we having fun and care about each other and go out, no violence.
Woo.
That was beautiful, wasn't it?
Oh,
The hockey player, you and the hockey player, I thought you guys were going to tear up that whole diner. That big hockey player like that, those guys are monsters.
Yeah, it was the hockey player. Who was that?
I don't know. He was just a fan of yours. Everybody was
Okay,
a fan.
yeah.
Everybody's a fan of
Everybody
Tim.
wanted a picture with the champ, even if they didn't know you. You look like a statue out there, a big bronze statue walking out there.
An Adonis.
Whoever this guy is, I want to take my picture with him.
Send him into the ring. It's like the first time I saw Tim, my first words were, I think to Tim is, you're like an NFL player, like a monster.
No, the first time you saw me, you wanted to cuss me out. No, I'm just joking.
What a great event, Tim. How awesome was that, bro? What a great event. Wow.
That's what we need to do. We need to get these boxers. See all those guys there? We need to get all these boxers together. Stop letting that money get into your head and come down to earth so we can make boxing better. Get all the boxers together. Let's go fight. Let's go make sure that boxing get back in the right track.
Everybody felt better after that. All those warriors after that event,
wasn't that
recharged their battery. That recharged
Marvin
the
Starling,
battery. Come on, Marlon. Come on, baby. Bring it. Oh,
Vinny Paz, Mitch Green, Real Big,
baby.
Real Big,
Marlon
Starling.
Riddick,
Marlon Starling.
Marlon Starling. Let's go, baby. Marlon Starling, the toughest motherfucker. That's my avatar right now. That's Marlon Starling.
I kept teasing him about putting his leg up when he
Hartford, Connecticut, baby. Hartford, Connecticut.
He couldn't stop laughing.
No, Marlon was a great guy.
I ran Barkley, Mickey Ward. Oh my
Mickey
God!
Ward.
Your son, Tim Witherspoon Jr., was there. Your daughter. What a beautiful thing. This was Bruce Gass's event. Bruce was the happiest person, I think, in the room.
Shania.
No, him or Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray was happy.
Sugar Ray give me a water. Sugar Ray Seals.
He was glowing.
I didn't know that guy was 70. Come give me a water.
70 with his gold medal, looking like he'd knock my ears off. Like he's 70. He fought Hagler 3 times. This dude fought Hagler 3 fucking times. He had a draw with Hagler. What the fuck?
He had a draw with Hagler?
He had a draw with Hagler. Tim, come on,
come get my water.
And Riddick, Big Daddy Bo, he's sitting there, and I look, and he's looking at me. I see who, I'm talking to Iran Barkley, and I hear Big Daddy Bo. I was tongue tied. I called him Big Daddy Blow, and he laughed. He thought that was the funniest thing, man. He was fucking bro.
And belly laugh, Bruce. He had a belly laugh, like you.
And he looks like he's really in good shape now compared to what he was like about 5-7 years ago.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah,
I'm just saying how sharp he was, how clear he was. People said, that he was punch drunk and slurring his speech. He didn't slur any words when he was talking to me, man. He sounded clear, articulate. He looked sharp. He was dressed sharp. I mean, Riddick, bro, he was a king over there. He was just, man, I'm saying Tim and Riddick Bowe could get in the ring right now and put on an exhibition.
No, that would be an unfair
the
fight.
boxing
That would be
world,
an
man.
unfair fucking fight. Tim Witherspoon would absolutely beat any fucking boxer that was there. Tim was the
I
baddest
gotta get in shape,
motherfucker in the
man.
room. No,
I
you
have
were
the
in shape.
skills.
There's no doubt about it. I looked across the room. I look at everybody. I look at everybody.
I have the skills, but I gotta be in top
fucking
shape.
line. I look around, see who's getting out of fucking line, if someone wants to get goofy. And I'm like, if Tim Witherspoon gets goofy, that's the fucking dude that you don't want to get goofy. Tim, you're 65 years old. You're a mountain of a fucking man. You're in shape. You were the toughest motherfucker there, honest to God, Tim. You were the opening ceremonies. Tim was the opening ceremonies. Bruce, he was the opening ceremonies for the event.
When I'm not fighting nobody.
When we get to the event, who do they first introduce? Terrible Tim Witherspoon, for his daughter to do the anthem. Like, Tim was the fucking master of the ceremonies. Tim was the master of the ceremonies.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
So she did a great job. Just watch her P's, like, oh, like, you know, to stay away from the mic a little. Don't get up on the mic a little. But other than that, that was my only critique. She did such a better job, because the next day I was watching an NBA game and they were doing a national anthem. And I was like, wow, Shania could do so much better than the person.
A lot of practice. A lot of practice.
But Shania can do good at it, and I think she's only improving at it now. But that was but Tim was the master of the ceremonies with all these legendary, and like I say, Tim's the biggest dude there. Was there a bigger man in there?
I'm the oldest. I think I was the.
Oh, you
Seals was the oldest.
But you're the prettiest. You're the prettiest. You're the lightest. You're the prettiest. I mean, you got the biggest.
Like the biggest. Get no girls' phone numbers.
Oh, you get them all those phone numbers. Tim was the man. It's like we roll in there. The first dude that gives you love is Tim Witherspoon, and I'm like, who's the bully in the room?
I want my mom to be proud of me.
Walking into a room full of bullies. Who's the bully? It's like, I'm with the bully.
I just want my mom to be proud of me. That's why I gotta.
Oh, your family's so proud of you. Shania loves you so much. Your son just so proud of your dad. Honestly,
I can't stand.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, bro.
I can't stand either one.
My dad and my mom would be so proud of you, Tim. Honestly, I'm just telling you, as a human being, you're a gentle soul. You're a gentle. You're like a.
We all have it in us. It's up to us to act. You're
an inspiration, Tim. You're only getting started. You're 65 and only just getting going. You're only just getting going, Tim.
I believe that, but everybody, everybody has that in them. Like, I just don't want to be bad. I think it's really cool to be cool. That's fun. Defend yourself if you have to, but life is about like the hippies. All they did is walk around and
competing. Life is about competition, and when you can compete at a level of like sports,
just don't take it out of hand. Don't get
even a job.
There's a time and a place. There's a time and a place for everything, man. You get that competitive edge when you get between the ropes, but when you're in life, man, it's all about mutual respect.
I didn't feel threatened by no one there. These were all killers. And there was no bullies there. I'm just talking like hypothetically. Like I was Bruce. I mentioned it on my Twitter. I was with the toughest people that ever walked the planet, like Roman Emperor times, like these. I was in a room full of like that stormed D-Day. Like these people were the first people. Kamikaze. If we were Japanese, I'm in a room full of Japanese kamikaze pilots. You know what I mean? It's like I was with the people that were fucking unadulterated warriors, and they were so respectful. They were all so honored.
That was true. That was true. Everybody was respectful, having fun. We need that kind of energy. We need that kind of energy at an event with everybody there. And the guys that got the money, they need to feel the same way. If you got 25 million. Feel the same way like we feel. If I had 100 million, I'd still be like this. Come on. I'd still be like this.
And Mitch Green and Wilfred Benitez would be doing a lot better if you had 100 million, believe me.
Hey, Tim, my brother Major Key wants to know if you know Jonathan Felton.
I heard that name before.
Now, is that the sparring partner, Riddick Bowe's sparring partner that was down there?
That could have been. That's Jonathan Felton. That's our man. That's who we hung out with at the fights.
I got his
That
number. We're
was
gonna get.
Jonathan. Yeah, Jonathan.
You
I
spar with
got his
Mercer?
number. I'm gonna
Spar
get
with
him on the
Mercer?
show.
What
Great,
a
great
fucking
guy.
tough dude.
Yeah,
What a
yeah,
great
Major.
guy.
We
That's funny.
all
Shout out
met
to Major.
Jonathan down
Small
there,
world. Small world.
isn't
And
it?
like I say, shout out to the Witherspoon family. This kind of all came together because of boxing, but it came out for Bruce and another appreciation to Tim Witherspoon. And
Yep,
then you
thank
kind
you.
of
That was
connected.
really cool.
And
That was
next
really
thing I
cool.
know, I'm hanging out with Tim Witherspoon. Like I've known him forever. I'm like, he's sitting in my front seat. We're just rolling to breakfast.
That's the
It's
way
like,
it's supposed to be.
it
That's
was
the way it's
just
supposed to be.
beautiful. It was like God just put us here for some reason, and we're just gonna make the best of it. We're gonna try to get better than we were
And then y'all
yesterday.
disappeared. Y'all disappeared.
Well, we disappeared. We were at the fight. We left, and then we got back. We had to drive back at 6 a.m.
Oh man, I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. Phew. I took Mitch. It took me 3.5 hours. I took Mitch home. No, it took me like 5 hours altogether. I took Mitch
What time
home.
did you leave? What time was all that going down
I
there?
was going to leave like 4 in the morning, but then I said, you know what?
Oh,
I better not do that. I'm gonna leave when it's like light outside. And
That's
so
what I want to do. Not Mad Chad.
right.
yeah. So we left and we went down. We took blood home. I helped him get in his house. Then I
Where was
left
he
there.
living? Where was he living, Tim?
He's in Queens. So
Right.
I went to
We
Queens.
went right through New York. Me and Bruce went right through there.
Right.
Well, we ain't gonna be driving to no Queens, man.
I went
Yeah,
to
we went
Queens
up.
and
I
then I
brought
went
it to
home.
Queens.
All right.
Then
Well,
the next
then I would
then,
too.
then the next day my car wouldn't start. So
Ah,
it started, but then I went somewhere and then it
did
didn't
it.
start again. And then I had to call my
Oh,
daughter. Called my daughter. She gave me a jump, and then I drove somewhere again, and no, I drove to Joe Hand's gym, the box, the train, and then it
Tim.
wouldn't start again. So one of the boxers gave me a jump, and it just so happened it was a place about 200 yards down the street where I got an AutoZone. So I got a new battery. And I found out, see, all before when I was driving up, the car was driving funny, like really loud. And then as soon as I put the battery in, I guess everything in the car started
Hmm.
working properly because the
Yeah,
noise
got
went
its full
away.
charge. Got a full charge.
Yeah, the noise went away because on
Yeah,
up it was like loud. I said something wrong with the car.
because of
Man,
water.
God was with us. God was with us because that car could
It
have cut
made it.
off up there.
Yeah, yeah.
God was with us too with that Honda Civic, bro.
Tim
Yeah.
Witherspoon. Tim Witherspoon. Champ
Yeah.
Tim. I know that you mentioned before that Ray Mercer was the hardest person to hit you. Is that correct?
No, he got the hardest jab.
Who was the hardest person that ever hit you?
Call the Truth caught me with a shot, and that stung me. But I was hurt. Bruno just stunned me a little bit.
Like who had the
Call
heaviest hands, Tim? Who, like when you were in there, who had the
the
heaviest?
Truth had the hardest. Let me
Really?
think. I got hit by Call the Truth that time, but he caught me solid. I shouldn't have got hit with that shot. I should have had my hand up.
Yep.
I had to chase him through the whole fight. Then he caught me with that. But yeah, he's the only one. He caught me with that one shot.
That's because you had the defense. When you were in there with guys who'll take your head off, but you know how to block the punches, slip the punches.
And
That's
I
what
don't
the
know
fighters
how
don't know
to.
today.
I wish I had more connections than I did, Bruce. Because I really feel like the Billy Walsh, like with the whole USA Olympic boxing team. I really feel like Tim is his love of boxing and wanting to, give it to someone else. His knowledge how to go into this, arena and have a good chance of winning, giving yourself a good advantage. And I feel like these boxers are sleeping on Champ Witherspoon of his knowledge. He's been in there with great fighters. He's a
I don't want
technical
to be in the
fighter.
corner. Just
No,
let me
not
hit.
that corner. I'm just saying let him work on his swing. Let him work on his shot. Let him work on his footwork. I'm just saying, Tim, you have the sweet science that you could give a fighter an advantage stepping into the ring to make a lot of money. And I
I'm
don't
not
understand
too.
why these fighters aren't reaching out to you to
Yeah.
bring you to their gym for a couple weeks to work on defense. Tim, we don't want you to talk. Tim, shut the fuck up and just work on defense. come here for 2 hours, work on defense, and get out. You know what I mean? That whatever it is, but they could take advantage of you, and they could learn, and they would get a leg up on the competition. They would get a leg up, Tim.
Yeah, I think that there's a couple other there's not a couple, there's some other people that could do the same thing. I'm confident. I'm confident, in what I do.
You're 65. That knowledge needs to be passed on because that will bring gold medals to the
Well, you can
US
take the
Olympic
horse
team.
to the water. If you don't drink it, then that's the way it is. I mean, it's okay. Hopefully, some people will gradually get a hold of some good thinking, and say, "Man, let's give him a try."
Anthony Joshua, come
Oh
on,
yeah, those
Anthony.
guys. They messed their own career up, not knowing that. I'm not saying just because there is somebody out there that can take them through them steps. Dante
Yeah.
Wilder.
Oh,
He got the right hand, but
couple weeks with you, he'd be such an improved fighter. He would add another couple.
I'm trying to
tricks
actually tell you exactly. Look, like we were on the show before. He got the right hand. All he has to do is concentrate on the other stuff, and he's messed up. He could have he would still be undefeated if he had defense, knew how to slip, and had a good jab. Because the right hand to take you out. So what you do, you make him forget with all the other stuff. He got a killer right hand. He can make
a nice jab. He got a nice jab when he used it. Yeah, he got a good jab if he uses it, but he relied so much on the one trick pony. He relied on that, Tim, and like you said, this dude's undefeated. If he could learn to,
it's really not his fault. It's really not his fault either because he has to have people around him that recognizes it and tell him, like his promoter, and manager.
Is that why Breland got let go? Because I'm a big fan of Mark
Breland. I love Breland, but he fights just like him, and they are similar. Breland got a little bit more, like going to the body. Sometimes he misses punches, but Breland is almost the same as him, but he's more smarter. He's more smarter. Yeah, Breland. If you see Breland, he set you up with the right hand.
Yeah, set you up with the left. Yeah, right. To hit you with the big punch.
Yeah,
that's what Marlon Stalin said. Marlon Stalin said the best jab he ever faced in his life was Mark Breland. He said better than Tommy Hearns. He said he sparred with Hearns.
I don't know.
No, Marlon Stalin told me and Bruce that the best jab, he was in the ring with Tommy Hearns because I asked him. I said Tommy or Breland. No, Bruce, could you reiterate what Marlon Stalin said?
Yeah. Well, Mad Chad asked him right out, who hit you with the hardest jab, just the jab, and he said Mark Breland. And Mad Chad said, you sparred with Thomas Hearns. He said, yeah. He said, but Mark Breland, he had that long snapping jab, and there was nothing like it. And Marlon, it was so. The thing was with Marlon, he was just so. He wanted to talk about his career.
I wanted to hang out with Marlon all day, Tim. Me and Bruce we just wanted to hang with Marlon.
Almost similar. Good, you was hanging out with Marvin. You was hanging out with Marlon Starr.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I thought we were picking that feed
up. I was talking about him picking that feed up.
The magic.
Laughing. I miss him all the time.
Yep.
Bruce.
I even said to him, I said, if you didn't do that Marlon stomp, I think you would have won that Donald Curry fight. And he says, people have told me that. And he just happy, laughing. He knows he's not going to go back in time. And he's loving where he's at. I bought an autographed picture from him. I got it on the wall. I got it on the wall.
Where is he right there, Bruce?
Right next to Tim's. I got Tim Witherspoon's autographed picture.
There's terrible Tim right there. Uncle Tim, honestly. Tim, I got to give a shout out to my son real quick. My son is my everything. And, when I told him I was eating breakfast with Tim Witherspoon, he's like, because, he was like hanging out with his basketball team. And, I was on the phone. I heard him. He was telling Jason Lombard. And he's like, my dad's with Tim Witherspoon right now. They're like, no shit, no fucking way, son. Your dad ain't with Tim Witherspoon. You know what I mean? it's like, like I added a lot of street cred up here in Portland, Maine, bro, for my son. And my son's my everything. Like your daughter's your everything, your family's your everything. But I'll tell you right now, my son really, because, they don't really think you're cool at times. But when you can pull the rabbit out of the hat, like I'm hanging out with Tim Witherspoon, we are chopping it up. And that's just beautiful stuff, Tim. You have a powerful aura. You can go out in public. The spot. You're a social butterfly. You're a gift from God, Tim. Honestly,
I try to stay out of the public nowadays. Wait till
you need to be in it more because you spread the right positivity, the right light, the good light, Tim. You spread love, peace, and harmony because everybody knows that you could rip their fucking head off. And you just come with that good time.
No, man, I ain't trying to do that.
You're a giant. You're a giant.
They don't be thinking that. They
They
know ahead of time. Nope, they know ahead of time I'm not about that.
You're terrific.
They know you're a gentleman.
I think it should be terrific, Tim, with
you
the
carry
spoon.
love and respect with you, man. There's a time and a place for that.
Bruce,
and
come on, Bruce.
A controlled aggression. That's what Tim instills in you. You can't be doing that out in public. Look what happened to guys like Tony Ayala. People.
What happened?
What happened? He same thing that happened with David Tua. They
had a fight in the street.
No, they messed up on the outside.
Tim, did you ever get in a street fight?
They weren't gentlemen.
Wait a minute. What'd you say?
They ended up doing time in jail.
David Tua too?
No, yes. Was it David Tua? The guy.
What did he do? What did he do?
I'm sorry, not David Tua. Who did David Tua fight? Oh God, come on, help me out there.
I have no fucking clue. I just know Tim.
Ike Iabuchi.
Oh, Iabuchi went to jail for rape. They said.
Yes. And Tony Ayala, he went to jail for the same thing twice.
Wow.
Well, twice. He's guilty.
What? Okay. Hope the brother's okay.
Yeah, for sure. But Tim walks with morality. I'll tell you, Tim Witherspoon hold the door for the lady. He'll fucking just be a gentleman. Tim's a gentleman.
I want the word to get back to my mom that I held the door for the lady.
You always do, Tim. Your mom's so proud of you. Your dad is, your son is, your daughter. Your fans, like I'm a fanboy of Tim Witherspoon. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got a nephew up here in Portland, Maine, Tim. Bruce, this is a beautiful thing. I mean, this is beautiful, Tim Witherspoon. Like I'm with one of the.
We going to an event.
Where's the next event? I'll be there, Tim.
Thursday is like the Philadelphia Hall of Fame or something. It's on Thursday. I wonder who's going to be there.
Me and Bruce might be.
Tell Brian to get the Uber to my house. Get me a flight from TF Green, and I'm there.
This probably is going to be nothing like the one we went to.
Right. This is an event where you walk in. Yeah, this is different. Like that lounge event. That lounge event was special, Tim. Tim, that lounge event was so special. Where can you find that many people hanging out to go to an event?
Waiting 3 hours. 3 hours.
That was fucking beautiful, Tim. Like this event's going to be different. You show up, there's a big thing going on. Everybody, that event there was special. That event.
You know what I was thinking, Tim, for next year at that event? How does this sound? That afternoon when they have that downtime, what if you guys had an event for YouTubers where the hotel give them a special rate? You do a luncheon for YouTubers. The legends could sell this, whatever they wanted there, photographs, merchandise. I mean, this thing could be big. It was only the first one last weekend. Next year, make it bigger. The year after that,
national. It'd be
exactly. And there's so many fans on YouTube that would love to go see and go shake hands with boxers like you and everybody.
I was talking about that when I'm trying to find a picture of Brian.
There's Brian the man. What a mad man.
I should call Brian and get him on. I should get Brian on here right now, man.
Get Brian on.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Because I didn't even know you were going to come on, Tim, till I called you a couple hours ago.
Yeah, I gotta cook dinner after a while.
Call
Vinny. I come on and support the.
No, I thought it was just me and Chad talking about our trip, man. When you came on, you made it even better. And I dropped a link for G out there, my brother who comes on with us on a regular basis. he wants to come on. But yeah, Tim, man, I think next year we got to talk to Brian and make a YouTube event out of the downtime they have in the afternoon. Instead of hanging around with nothing to do, they could make some real money on this, man. You know,
no, you're right.
yeah,
You got to
because
capitalize on it.
yeah, YouTubers would pay a package, hotel, the event, a luncheon with the legends, and then you one package deal right to the Indica Hotel, man.
Byron Barkley would be in heaven.
Limited to 100. Limited to 100 people. You'd sell out in a day.
Mickey Ward will be there.
I'm trying to find a picture of Brian. Y'all gonna laugh. Oh, did you see that picture? Keep talking.
Oh, that's good stuff, though, Bruce. It's huge. Like boxes, like the boxes don't understand the gravity that these fans that love and appreciate them. And these fighters are still alive and they still have a story to tell. They still want to. Yeah, there's Brian.
Oh, I can't look at that. That's Brian.
Where'd he get that hair?
That Halloween picture. Look. That you see that?
I see
it. Did you see it already?
No, I didn't, man.
That's Brian for Halloween. Look at that face.
Give him a call. Give him a call. Tell him to jump on.
No, call Vinny and someone get a hold of Vinny and say why he hasn't called me. I mean, I gave him my fucking number, Vinny Paz.
Oh.
I give him my number. He hasn't called me back. I thought he would. Like, I thought we were buddies.
He's only kidding, Tim.
No, I'm not kidding. No, I swear to God, this ain't Short Bus. I gave Vinny my number.
I'm sure you did, man. I'm sure you did. Did he put it in his phone or write it down?
No, he put it in his fucking phone. He was showing me his girlfriend.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I was.
No, Vinny. Just have Vinny call Chad if he could. Because I want him on the show. I want Vinny on the show because he was part of the trip. I mean, the only two people that sat in my seat were you and fucking Vinny. Tim was in my front seat. Tim,
and I was in the back seat smoking. I was in the back seat smoking a ganja.
Both times. I wanted Tim. I wish I had a Sharpie. I wanted Tim to sign something on the front thing to be like Tim Witherspoon was here. You know what I mean? Like when someone hopped in my car, I'm like, you know who sat here? Put down the visor.
Talk about the whole show. I know that I tried my best to give all the love and stuff, but we got to talk about how beautiful the whole show was. Everybody was cool too. Everybody knew exactly what to do. When the fight started, we gave the kids praise when they got out the ring. When they got out the ring, we walked up and lift your head up if you lost. Keep moving if you won. So these are type of events that need to be constructed.
Yes, sir. That was beautiful, Tim. But like I say, in boxing up here in Portland, Maine, that was Philadelphia. That was Pennsylvania. Portland, Maine, you'd only have the Portland Boxing Club. You can't go to the Portland Boys Club. You can't go to the YMCA.
This is the building that
you can't go nowhere to box anymore.
Excuse me, Chad. This is the building that they had the ring set up in. I found this online. This is the Five Stones Fight Club, the organization that put it on. This is the building that they have it in, and that same building. Remember how big that was, Mad Chad?
Yeah.
Let me see what's the other thing they have in there. Yeah, see that this is something. They have their church in there, man.
Yeah, they do.
Well, we don't want to talk about the church because I got spooked.
Why?
It was very scary. There was kind of like a Davidian cultish, feel to the security.
No, they was the preacher there? Was the preacher?
Oh yeah, talking ISIS. They stick him into the room, play Christian music for 2 hours straight, and they come out fucking good. This was they slaughter ISIS. This was very, very scary to me. Even though the security was very good, I was there. I was in VIP. I was with Tim Witherspoon. Honestly, Tim, the power of you is like I with Tim Witherspoon. It's like they open the door for wherever you go. Like these cult members, they just open the door. No, I swear to God, Tim. I swear they were like very furious gypsies. These dudes were like gypsies. Yeah.
What else?
very nice, but very deceiving. You know, the wolves in sheep clothing. You know what I mean? Like these are very fucking suspicious characters. But that's my opinion. The event was beautiful. Sugar Ray Seals is not suspicious. I will die for Sugar Ray fucking Seals. If anybody talks any shit about Sugar Ray Seals, I will come down and beat you with a fucking crowbar, bro. So anybody disrespect Sugar Ray Seals, go fuck yourself. He's my brother, and Marlon Stalin's my brother. I love these fighters. I love them.
They wouldn't want you. They wouldn't want you to probably do that.
Oh, I will. I'll die for
Don't
Marlon
come down and
Stalin.
bust
You let
somebody's
Marlon
head.
Stalin know if Marlon Stalin needs a fucking.
You know, we about love and stuff
No,
like
but now,
that.
we're
Let's
about
spread the
violence.
love.
We're about violence, so too. And if anybody fucks with these fighters, Tim, honest to God, anybody
That's
fucks
not
with you
good
and
for the
Shania,
show.
you let Shania know. Anybody fucks with Shania, I'll come kill him.
But
Anybody
that's
fucks
not
with
good
your
for the
daughter.
show. That's not good for the show.
I'm just letting
That's
you
not-
know, Tim.
Huh?
Violence is real, and no one fucks with Witherspoon.
No, but we can't come
Or
off
Bruce
like that.
Gass. Anybody fucks with Bruce Gass, I'll fucking. I never shot a gun in my life. I've never shot a gun in my
But we
life.
don't need to talk about guns. Let's talk about love and the show and the stuff like that. That's all.
All right, I'm getting mad. I'm just talking with boxes, getting fired up, drinking PBRs. I'm drunk right now. I'm drunk.
Hey, you know who was cool to see, man? Mad Chad, your buddy Craig Houck.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Indiana
yeah.
Hoosier, Indiana Boxing Hall of Fame, Craig Hall.
Nice guy.
Sugar Ray Seals, Indiana. Virgin Islands.
Deck Macho Camacho.
Oh, Hector Camacho. And that segues into Vinny Paz. Fastest fucking hands, Vinny Paz. Fastest hands Vinny Paz ever faced, Hector Camacho.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. He said, holy shit, was his hands fast.
He had some fast hands.
Tim, how about as a heavyweight? Who had the fastest hands you ever faced?
I don't know, but I know Michael Dokes was really fast.
Oh,
I didn't ever fight him, but he was pretty quick.
You ever spar with him?
So the best.
No, I never sparred with him. He had his own sparring partners when he was at Don King's camp. Everybody had their own like sparring partners and stuff. But he had quick hands. Michael Dokes was quick. I'm trying to think of who else. I'm gonna get a couple of peanuts because I'm hungry, and to come right back. They ready. No, I was gonna cook dinner first. I told you know.
Do you think just black out?
No, they're right here. I'm gonna grab some peanuts. I'll be right back.
Yeah, hey, Bruce, is this too much?
I'm on it, man. I'm on it.
This is too much. Bruce, this is too much. Shout out to everybody in the chat, Bruce, because this is legendary. This is like this, you know, this is crazy, Bruce. Shout out to everybody in the chat once again. And ask Tim how he hurt his back, Bruce.
I'm on you right here.
I think it was a football injury.
My kitchen. Well, you know, long time ago, I was playing football and I caught a pass. I caught a pass over the middle.
Yeah.
And two tailbacks, you know, cornerbacks grabbed me, but I was going ready to break free. And then this big 6'6" linebacker spared me in the spine. So that was in college. I got better.
Because you were Rob Gronkowski. I met Rob Gronkowski before. I stood beside Rob Gronkowski, and believe me, fucking Tim Witherspoon would have been a better fucking tight end if he didn't suffer this fucking injury. Because this dude has hands. No, this dude was a natural athlete.
That wasn't it.
Oh, you were
that wasn't
football player.
That wasn't it.
Huh.
I recovered and everything. And then I went, you know, that was in university. So I came home because the team wasn't really doing really well, but we had some good players on it. Then I came home, and then a couple of my friends started boxing, and me and my friend Keith Davis, he passed away. He was a tackle. We both went to the gym, and that's how it started. Buster Drayton, who was he was middleweight champ. I think Buster had the title.
Junior middleweight, yeah. It was IBF junior middleweight champion.
Right, we from the same neighborhood. And Earl the Pearl Hardgrove, if you heard of him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We've all from the same neighborhood. And
Them Philly fighters, bro. Them tough Philly fighters.
yeah, I grew up with them. And my brother Anthony was 13 and 14-0, 14 knockouts, and then we got sold. You know, we got sold to these people. So I forgot what we was talking about.
Me too, man. What was the
how you hurt your back? How you ended
Oh yeah, how you hurt your back?
Hold on. John, I'm doing the podcast. Wait a minute. John.
I'll ring you later then.
I'm doing the podcast. What you doing?
I'm just checking in on you.
Okay. I'll give you a call when we finish the podcast. I gotta cook dinner. Me and Shania are hungry.
Feed her nothing, Tim.
I'm a feeder. Gotta feed the children. This my man John Murphy. I'm on the podcast, John. This my man John Murphy.
How you doing, John Murphy?
Huh?
I said, how you doing, John Murphy? I'm Bruce Gass. I'm honored to have the champ on here with us. Me and Mad Chad, we're talking about the great weekend we just spent, man, at the Legends weekend. And it's good to meet you, brother.
Okay, mate.
Ah, mate. Okay, mate. Mr.
That's not Carl Hansen out there.
You Irish motherfucker. Is that
Hold up.
Is that Murphy, the Irish motherfucker? What's he drinking, Guinness?
Yo, he can hear you, man. Don't disrespect my man
No,
John
I'm saying
Murphy.
is he Irish? He's Irish. He said, mate.
I don't know. Why don't you let him say something?
What the fucking Philly and do him?
Oh, say it again, John.
I'm coming to Philly to do him.
Hey, no, they in Rhode Island. Oh, now John said he'd come to Rhode Island and give you a
John
shot.
Fury. It's John fucking Fury. We got John Fury on here. That's fucking Tyson Fury's dad.
No, it's not. This is John Murphy.
Yeah, that's what John Fury says.
You don't want to mess with him. Hold on. Go ahead, John.
Mad Chad's playing with him.
They're phone fighting. That's all they are, phone fighters.
He said you phone fighter.
We're fucking Hagler fighters. We're Hagler fighters. Marlon Stalin fighters. We're New England fighters.
Oh, Mad Chad, show the man respect, bro. He doesn't even know you.
I did. I thought he was Irish. I thought he was an Irish dude. I was giving him respect. I thought he was Murphy. Shout out to Murphy. All respect. They came across wrong, but I'm giving him a shout out.
He's ready to strap up.
He said he's coming.
Well, I'm here. I'm here, but I don't want to fight Murphy. I want to have a beer and talk boxing. It's all respect.
Let him talk. Let him talk for a minute. Go ahead. Go ahead, John, real quick.
We got some great fighters over in England.
Who you got?
Kazaki, great fighter. Joe Kazaki. Richie Woodall, good fighter. John Murphy, the best of them all.
Hey John, maybe you could come on. Maybe you could come on the show in the future. Okay, we'll send you the email thing, and you do it. You want to come on?
Yeah.
Okay, is it right, Bruce?
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'll be honored.
Me go back a long way, Jimmy. Me and Bruce were brought up in the hood.
You don't know this, Bruce.
Me and Bruce are blah blah blah.
No, this is Bruce in America.
I'm coming to America to sort Bruce out.
He said he's gonna come sort you out, Bruce. No, Bruce is a nice guy, man.
I know he is. I'm only joking.
Okay. You heard him, Bruce?
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
and Mad Chad too, man. God bless you, John Murphy.
God bless you, Brucey.
Hey, we're gonna get him on, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, John. You want to call me later, or is that you gonna call me tomorrow?
Shout out to Murphy from the UK.
Okay, John. Talk to you later.
I wasn't disrespecting.
All right, see you later.
He took it the wrong way.
Right, bye-bye. He was on the podcast.
You want to fight?
Them fighters.
John was on the podcast. Yo, he's tough. He's got a security company over there, and he runs a security company, and everybody call him over for security all over there. But he's a little bit younger than me, short and mean. Not mean,
I
He'll
thought he
fight
was
you,
Irish,
get in
but
the
I
face.
wasn't showing him no disrespect. Him honestly, that was no
It's
disrespect.
okay. No, he was laughing at you.
Yeah, it was just fun. That's what I was trying to be fun. I was trying to be fun.
You're gonna love it when you get on. You're gonna love it.
Yeah. Tim,
And
I have
hey,
to ask you a question real quick. With all
Yes.
your boxing experience, I heard back in the day, like you sparred many fighters. Like not only did you take the main A side, when you were in the ring, many spotlights, but outside the spotlights, you earn your respect inside the ring sparring. Your sparring days, Tim, can you recall on some of the fighters that you face sparring, in the dogs? Because you're in some of the hottest gyms. Do you recall some of the hottest gyms that you were in? You know what I mean? But sparring, those sparring wars, Tim.
Greg Page,
Oh,
Oliver McCall, Bert
oh,
Cooper. You got to get the book out with the names. I had to spar Bert Cooper and Oliver McCall. They whipped my behind until I got in shape.
Oliver, right? He was a
Oliver
killer,
McCall.
killer,
That dude,
killer,
adorable.
killer, terrible.
You know.
Did you spar Mitch Green? Did you spar Mitch Green during
Yeah, I
that?
sparred him a couple of times. He throws a lot of punches.
Mitch said he looked at Mad Chad up at the weekend. Mad Chad goes, Mitch Green. Mitch goes, never been knocked out.
Oh, he was with Tim. He was with Tim. They got into the same the car together. Tim and Mitch rode together.
No, I went and picked him up.
No, at the hotel, at the Indigo. At the Indigo,
yeah.
when you guys were leaving. You and Tim were together. You and Mitch were together.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mitch is your man. You and Mitch are tight. That's Tim's homie right there.
I'm tight with him, but I'm tight with a lot of other people. I'm doing it because he need help. I love blood.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I'm doing this because he need help, and that's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Help each other.
Sugar Ray Seal style. Sugar Ray our elder. Sugar Ray's our elder. He's older than Bruce Gass.
No, he's not.
There he is. Sugar Ray's 70.
Oh,
Sugar Ray Seals, yes. Yeah, he's 70.
He was the elder, I think, in the room.
And
I was surprised.
Yeah, I was surprised. He never sat down, Tim, at those fights. He never sat down. Sugar Ray Seals fist pumped every boxer that got out of the ring. He never sat down. That motherfucker never sat down. He went 3 rounds with Hagler. He got a draw with Hagler. Sugar Ray Steels, other than Vinny and Tim, stole the show for me with Marlon Starr and Mickey Ward, everybody, all the Vin Scully, all the killers, fucking Iceman Scully, Tim, but that fucking Sugar Ray Seals, 70 years old. I think he was the oldest
and
fighter.
he didn't sit down. Everybody was sitting down. He was on his feet.
Showed love to everybody.
Those kids, all those 10-year-old, 12-year-old
He's a saint. He's a saint.
He told them all, good fight, stick with it. You did.
After each one got out,
Yep.
I was telling them what I think they did wrong, what they should have did, and keep your head up if you lost.
Yep.
I do it at all the
fights. In your locker room. Tell the story to Tim about your locker room story about a kid that lost. And it translated to the story, just a game changing. You can learn so much in the boxing match. It translates to life. Whatever, Bruce. Tell the story that happened with the fighter.
All right.
I'm gonna get some more peanuts.
Let me put the question here before it runs by in the chat, man. It's one Tim's told us before. Larry Holmes didn't give him a rematch, man. He wanted a rematch with Larry Holmes. We all did. He lost a fucking split decision. And Larry Holmes.
Well, the thing is that I really didn't care whether they gave it to me or not. I wasn't beating myself over it. Afterwards, I just left it alone and kept moving in a positive way. But I would have loved to fight him again, but I just moved. I really didn't think about it so much afterwards. If he wanted to, it was okay, but I just want to move on. I had the rest of my career to live for, I was only 14 fights, 15 fights, so I had a long way to go.
And you came back and won 2 heavyweight championships.
Mhm.
Yeah, 2 times. And how many amateur fights, Tim, did you have? You know, prior to
7.
getting in there? And
7.
then you remember? Do you like
7.
the stories told like back in the day that Don King used to show up and go like at your early fights, terrible. Like he was really kind of recruiting you. Like, did you feel like it was you were an athlete in college? Do you remember Don King showing up to your early shows? Like, who was your earlier promoter? Like who? Like when you first were a professional, who was
Mark
the guy?
Stewart.
Yeah. And when did
And
he
he,
like?
Mark Stewart,
Mm,
Mark Stewart really cared. And I know he cared about money and business because he was that. He was a businessman. But he wanted to get, well, in the beginning, he cared. I guess he did care, but he had other stuff that he's involved with, music and stuff. But he cared about the boxers.
mm.
Eventually, they all went to jail. Remember, there was him. He was associated with Larry
Yeah,
Levin, Dr. Snow. They all was really good
money
guys.
laundering and
They just
shit,
try to make money. They just try to make the money. You
making
know,
the money.
selling
And
drugs.
that's yeah.
That's how we got in trouble.
And Tim, did you? But you never had like, and then you ended up with Don King, and like we all know the stories of you getting fucking really fucked. Honestly, point blank. And I'm not
I'm
taking
not the only one.
No, you're not the only one, but you might have been the hottest one. You might have got fucked the hottest.
I don't know.
Hey man, that was then, and you still came out of it. You're a legend today.
But
You
money
have
means
everything
nothing.
going on upstairs and downstairs, right? I mean, you've made and spent how many fortunes in your lifetime, man? I mean, it
He's
would
got
make most
beautiful
people's
children.
eyeballs.
Great experience.
Bruce, you don't have money. I don't have money. Money,
I don't have money.
we ain't taking nothing with us when we go.
No, y'all rich. I heard y'all got a lot of money.
No,
I'm,
Bruce
I'm,
don't have
I'm
money.
rich. I'm rich because I have friends like you, Tim. The cats I met this weekend,
Money
Brian.
ain't taking nothing with you. You ain't taking
Nah,
nothing with
man.
you.
It's not made
I
to
don't
happen.
ask for pictures, Tim. I don't ask for autographs. I don't ask for nothing. All I'm here is to help Tim Witherspoon and all his loved ones. I'm here to help Bruce. I'm here to help strangers. I'm not here for me. I'm here for fucking you. When I go to a buffet, I'm the last in line. When I go to a line, I stand in the back. I hold the door. I say my prayers. I brush my teeth. No one's getting out of here alive. This is all a big fucking joke while we're here. We have to make the best of it, and we have to make other people shine. God sent me here to be a fucking helper, to help fellow mankind, to help animals, to help grass, to help beetle bugs, to help mosquitoes. I'll help any living creature, and that's what I'm about. Don't back me in a corner because I'll bite your fucking head off like Tyson.
Nah,
Oh,
we ain't gotta be like that.
Mad Chad lives up in Maine. Up there, you got to be like that. You got to be tough up there. It's
No, you don't have to.
well, then you die.
No, I never shot a gun. I never owned a gun. I'm very peaceful. I have no enemies. I don't have no enemies. And like I'm not looking for nothing from nobody. It's me and God. That's it. And I'm gonna make the best of it here. Like I said, I just want to be an assist. Like I want to be part of a team, and I want to be a team member to say, call on Mad Chad. He's gonna fucking help. He's gonna help. And he's not going to get his feelings hurt if you tell me to shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? I'm a man. I'll just fucking.
Tim, how do you get the legends to come on here? How do they all get together? Does Brian arrange that? Does the church arrange that?
It's gonna be hurt. What? Oh, you mean at that thing?
Yeah.
No, the guy Alan Breezewood did.
Okay.
Him
He
and
was
the
that
short.
was the guy with the beard, the big guy with the bald head and the beard.
Yeah, that guy. No,
Okay.
him, both of them.
Because that's almost it could be a traveling, all those guys together making money from going from event to event.
Carnival.
Because, man,
Like a carnival.
oh,
The
that's
guy's a preacher.
Yeah, but that's a sick fucking church, Tim. I'll tell you, I smelt a fucking cult a mile away. Bruce told me before I even mentioned it.
Well,
Each salute, brother.
I think religion's not even mentioned in the Bible. I mean, these religious people are really crazy.
Well, that's
That
why.
was
See, I don't even like to deal with religion on my show. I stay away from religion. I stay away from politics. I like boxing, and I like what boxing brings us. And religion. That's really a
no.
non-issue.
another
There.
episode.
That's why we live in America. You could worship a squirrel, and we have freedom of religion here. So you do what you want to do as far as I'm concerned.
Another episode.
That was a very cultish cult, though. I thought me and Bruce were going to get abducted. Next thing I know, me and Bruce are getting shot up in Waco, Texas. Honestly, this was.
I don't know. I guess they wanted to just get that out the way.
Non-profit laundering scheme. I
It was
smoked a
pretty good.
religious cult a mile away, Tim. Don't trust those people. Whoever put that together, Tim. They're going to be good. They're doing their good deeds, but that was definitely a religious cult.
Hey,
All the security, they were like, Bruce, come back. Bruce, come back. We love you. This is so great. Wee, rainbows and unicorns. It was like fucking whoa.
That complex we were in, that turns into a huge train. They have a weight room that would rival any gym, any weightlifting gym around. Because all those guys, you could tell they're all weightlifters. All the security.
A lot of steroids.
No, I don't think they're steroids.
I don't think so.
I think those guys
There
are
was
just.
one that was really quiet too. He was strong. He had a bald head, I think. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, looked like a Russian. Looked like a German Russian. A lot of Germans, all fucking Germans. I'm like, look at all these fucking Germans. Yeah, that was bizarre. I like New York, Tim. I like New York, Vegas, LA. Like I like that type of crowd. That was a fucking real, Davidian. Shut up. The legends weren't like. Don't get me wrong. All the legends were just part of the fucking very bizarre crowd for me, Bruce. I've been to Indianapolis, Gary, Indiana.
But we would have never been able to interact with the fighters if we were in any other setting. There was no place to go.
No.
They were in that hotel for 3 hours, and it was great. There were no reporters there. There were no YouTubers there. It was just the fighters and us, and we could talk. We got into heavy subjects. We heard stuff from Iran Barkley telling us about his sister knocking out a cop, and
the reason why he became a boxer because there was a bully, the toughest dude in the neighborhood, beating up everybody, and he fucking pushed Iran down and bullying Iran, and his sister, the toughest person in the neighborhood, said, Iran, if you don't go fight him, you're fighting me. Iran said, yeah, you heard about it, right? But not many people don't know that story, and I think it's so cool to hear it from the horse's mouth. You know what I mean? To hear it from Iran himself, That was just a great story. In the wars he'd been through, we were pulling up his resume, Tim, on my stream earlier. We were pulling up Iran Barkley's fighters that he fought. It's like, oh my God, Tim, come on, Bruce, was that just incredible? The Blades resume, win or lose, just the fighters he fought.
Yeah, no.
Nordic warrior, man. God bless you, brother. Salute.
He's left-handed.
Teach Iceman, yeah. Woo.
Yeah, no, man. He what about Tim's resume? Tim fought the champions out there, one after another, man.
One after the other.
Yup. It was fun.
And how much bigger
it was hard.
Iran? I mean, Iran Barkley knocked out fucking Jerry Coetzee or whatever. There's not a chance.
No, he didn't.
He beat
He
Jerry
didn't knock out
Coetzee.
He didn't knock out Coetzee.
But he beat Coetzee. Iran Barkley beat Coetzee.
Coetzee
but
is
all
a
I know
heavyweight.
is that there's not a fucking snowball. There's not a snowball chance in hell that Iran Barkley has ever beaten fucking Tim Witherspoon on this planet of Mars.
He's a middleweight.
Wherever. but no, I don't care if he's a heavyweight, whatever. Just look at. I was in the same
Yeah.
fucking room.
Hey Tim, he knocked out Coetzee. Iran was a heavyweight. He campaigned as a heavyweight at the end. He knocked out Coetzee, and he also beat Trevor Berbick. No, I'm sorry, he lost to Trevor Berbick, but he did beat Sam Peter. So he was
there's not a chance. There's a snowball.
Yeah, he was a big guy. You know, he
no, but not Tim.
Yeah,
not Tim. Tim is like, really?
Iran was a heavyweight.
Really?
It's fighting out of shape.
Tim would pick Iran up.
No,
Tim could.
I don't see how he was out of shape.
I love that brother. I love that brother.
Tim could beat Iran with one fucking hand. Tim could put one arm behind his back and beat fucking Iran with one fucking hand.
Dad, you're trying to put a fight together between two guys who are on the circuit, man. These guys, they don't want to fight. They want to travel with each other.
That's a mismatch. If you do fight Tim, don't hit him hard, bro. That's a mismatch.
No, I drove in the car with him several times. Him and his wife. We family.
Be nice. Beautiful. Iran's beautiful, but that's a whole different level of human being there. I mean, Tim is just a fucking Goliath. I mean, that would be
I'm not trying to. We
No,
are.
Bruce is trying to put it together. Bruce is trying to put that
No.
You're retired. We're retired, and it's about trying to help the boxers out.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna be talking about that. Knock this one out, knock that one out.
Fought heavyweights. Iran fought heavyweights.
Yeah, but right now, we had a function that was really positive, and everybody got along.
Oh.
So it's about
professional.
It's about that type of conversation, that we had fun, we did this, we did that. But in terms of like the fights and whipping each other butts and stuff, I understand that. But the atmosphere was love and everybody doing, and we had fun. But in terms of talking about beating each other like that, we could talk and have
hypothetical. I'm just saying hypothetical.
Okay.
Fight. It's a mismatch. You fight Iran Barkley. That's a complete fucking mismatch.
There was just so much love there. I didn't feel any hate from any direction, man. You could be black, white, red, brown. I didn't even remember what color anybody was in there, and I never heard anybody use the N-word. I mean, we hear it on YouTube so much. I didn't hear one person, one of those boxes, A-M-I-N. It's all just calm, mutual respect and love. And man, I don't know. It was just magic. Magic.
The hair on my arm stood up the whole time. It was just magical.
It was magic.
God was there. There was a Bible there. Bruce picked it up.
I think it might have been Nolan Stalling. I think it
was giving them the Bibles. They was giving Bibles away.
God was there, Tim. I'm telling you, not that he's not here. He's everywhere.
He's everywhere.
He was powerful right there because it says that the group of numbers that believe. The more powerful it is. Like the force was there. We went to a church function, kind of talking about church. I felt way more holy and spiritual, and forgiven and small and gracious, whatever it was. I felt like holy with all the warriors than I did with the preacher speaking about whatever they were talking about. It's like I felt when I was with the fighters in the lounge, I was in church. That was my church, because I was with survivors, people that overcome, people that persevere, people that have dedication, people that sacrifice, people that don't know quit. They don't know quit ain't in their vocabulary, Tim. You know what I mean? I felt it was just beautiful. Like I said,
I'm coming. Just wait.
It was just beautiful.
I gotta cook her dinner.
Yeah, you gotta get Shania going, Tim. You gotta do your thing.
Yeah.
Hey, brother, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming on here.
You got 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. All right, man.
Let me see.
What was your favorite? What was your favorite event of the weekend?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
everything you did. What rings out as something that was your favorite time, man? Something that you can every time you think about it, it's gonna make you smile and say, "Damn, I want to do that again."
I can't remember. That was pretty nice this weekend, though, meeting y'all guys there. And,
Oh.
you know, we did
Shania singing the anthem. Shania singing the anthem stole me because I didn't expect that from her. You know what I mean? I just met her there a little bit.
I
She
knew
was
she'd be
bossing him
practicing.
around.
Oh,
She
she hit that note.
bossing the and then she
song.
bossing the champ around. Then all of a sudden, next thing I know, she's in the middle of the ring singing the anthem. And that's a big moment. I took my hat off, and she did a banner job. I would have to say that was Tim's fucking greatest moment there. Did she ever do that before? Was that her first time?
Yup. That was her first time.
That was
was it? Wow.
Yeah, her mom is trying to get her.
All right, you'll remember that. That's Tim's greatest takeaway. That's my take on it. If I have to, but I could be wrong.
What?
That was your
Matt Chad's just saying that was his finest time there. Seeing Shania, that was her first time singing the national anthem in front of a crowd. No music playing, just
Acapulco.
Acapello.
She wasn't scared either.
I know, no, she wasn't scared. No, she carries confidence, man. She's a confident young woman.
Beautiful voice. Stay away from the microphone, Shania. Watch popping the B on beautiful. You know what I mean? Just step away because your voice carries. You can sit in a solo room. You don't need a microphone. So that microphone is there. Don't get up on it because your voice carries.
That's right. I'm trying to hold on. There's one more thing before. Okay.
No.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
No, I was going to say one of my favorite times that's going to stick out in my head is when we brought Vinny to the event, and Brian told us, drive around the back door. We're waiting for you. And there's a big line of people. There must have been 1,000 people waiting in line in front. At first, he told me we have to go cut to the front of the line. But then he called me back and said, drive around. And security let us back there. Oh, it was dynamite, man. Go ahead, Tim.
No. Listen to this. Now, this Shania name is Shania Isabella Grace London Witherspoon. This is her cousin from England, Harmony London.
Sounds nice. Oh, yeah.
From the moment that I wake up.
Beautiful.
That's her mother's brother's daughter.
Yeah, beautiful.
10 more seconds.
Of the goodness of God. And all my life.
That's her cousin.
Wow.
Get it. Beautiful.
She's getting ready to get all type of deals and everything. Her name, remember, Harmony London. She's she's beautiful too.
Sing like an angel.
Oh, that was so good. And Shania is going to follow in her footsteps, and she's going to be singing like that, man. That's good. That's going to be.
Did you like it? Did you like it? You like?
Oh man, yes, that was.
That's
Harmony was great.
Shit. Music, if it ain't boxing, it's fucking music, Tim. You know, me and Bruce.
When the next time you having a podcast?
Whenever you want to, man. I'm open 24/7. If they want to come on and do some music here, I'll help promote your daughters. I'll help promote Miss London. We'll do it up right if you want to do it, man. My channel's open to you, and we can hook both of our channels up together.
Uncle Tim, is there a chance I could give your number to Bruce? I could give my number that you could get my number, so you could put my number in your phone.
No problem.
If you ever come up to Maine, you know what I mean. If you ever come up to Maine, and I have a couple connections for the music. You know, if Shania ever gets in a band, a little James Brown R&B type band, because I feel she's an R&B singer. You know what I mean, a little Aretha Franklin. You know what I mean,
Shania.
Yeah, Shania got some talent. She's a talented girl, and with the music. But Tim, Bruce could text you my number, and we could hang out. Maybe if you ever get to Maine.
You got my number, Bruce.
I think we'll see each other again, Tim.
You got my number, Bruce, don't you?
Yeah.
You can give it to him.
If you
Bruce
want,
got it.
if you allow it, I'll do that, bro. Not a
Yeah,
problem.
there's no problem.
That's no problem because me and Tim, that's Uncle Tim, his family. We ate breakfast together right
You
there.
older than me, man. You older than me.
No, I'm younger than you, motherfucker. Don't pick on me, Tim. You're bullying. Tim's a bully. He bullied all
No.
those legends. He was bullying all those legends. He's like, where's Tyson? That's why Tyson didn't show up because he ducked Tim back in the day and he ducked Tim to today.
No, man, you talking wrong. We talking love now. You talking.
I know. I'm just talking the hype. I'm building the
No,
hype.
he didn't. I talked to Mike a year ago or so, less than that. We met. We was in the Bronx. We had the event up there. No, everything's cool. Everybody don't want to fight 24/7 though. Everybody don't want to fight
You're the bully.
24/7.
You just
Bad
bully
Chad.
Tyson. You bully Tyson. You bullying Mitch
Gotta
Green.
take
You're
time.
bullying George Foreman didn't show up. Larry Holmes was scared of you. Larry didn't even want to show up every year, and that was a
No,
whole.
Larry got heart. Larry
No,
has
Larry
heart.
didn't. Larry's afraid of you.
All of them
He's
have heart.
scared of
I'm
you.
telling you.
He's a
They all.
scared of you. But no one had heart like Tim Witherspoon. No one had heart.
Nobody had heart. Hey Tim, on that one, brother, I'm gonna let you go make dinner for you and Shania. Have a great night, man. Thank you so much.
What y'all guys gonna do?
I'm gonna sit here with Mad Chad for a little bit, talk a little bit, man. Just I'm glowing. I'm glowing in the greatness amongst us over here, bro.
Make sure
God bless,
we get
Dad.
John Murphy on from England.
Oh yeah, Murphy for sure.
Make sure he is a character.
I'm gonna set it up. We'll do a show with him. I'll find a little bit more about him. And yeah, man. And if people don't know who John Murphy is, they will after we get him.
I know. I think he is. He is Irish. I think.
I think so.
But,
that
but
name.
he support the Queen and he's over there. But
we'll find out. We'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Okay, then.
He's a Fury
you got
supporter.
John Murphy. I'm gonna try to get a couple more guys, but we're gonna get pretty busy on the next. I'm trying to train.
You gotta train a fighter. We gotta get you a fighter, Tim, that wants to take it to that next level.
The thing is that
I think Tio liked you. I think Tiafimo liked you.
I know. Like
I think he liked you.
Yeah,
he needs you. He needs you. Tio needs you.
Thinking about. We'll do it on another show. I was thinking about this. I got this Italian kid. He's a light heavyweight.
Yeah.
That when I go to the gym, he there. So I just teach him stuff. Not that it's mandatory. It's not mandatory. And there was guys there, been there for like a year, 8 months, and he looked better than them in 3 weeks. In 2 to 3 weeks, he looked better than them. And I only had him 3 weeks. And he looked better than them guys been there like 4 and 5, 6 months already. Holding his hands up.
Take him to that next level.
Well, I'm just saying he looks better than them guys that been training for the last couple of months. And then we only did it like 3 weeks. He threw the overhand too. I got him throwing the overhand and everything already.
What weight class?
Middle. Light heavy. Well, he hasn't sparred 4 rounds. You know how you spar for a week and you lose weight. So he's won like 70, 73, 74. But if he getting real training, hitting the hammer, heavy bag, sparring, he can get his weight down to 65. He can go down to 68. He's only 22. But I'm just helping him. I'm not getting a career. It's like an experiment. And if it goes well, if it goes well, he'll be out there. So he's not from the city. He's from outside of the city, not too far from where I'm at. So I just be working with him. I was working on like about 4 or 5 of them. And the name, real quick, and I'm getting ready to go, the name of my amateur team is going to be the Raiders of Boxing.
Let's go.
The Raiders of Boxing, yeah.
That's the Hayes, baby. Let's go.
And we came, we the guys that shot Don King's camp up. I didn't have the gun, but
yeah. Remember that? They weren't there with the money. The Raiders wasn't there with the money.
Yeah, the Raiders went against the grain and shot Don King's camp up. We're all stuck together, and so we kept the name. We started making shirts. So I'm just gonna bring them guys back.
Let's bring it back.
All right.
I'm with
you, y'all guys.
God bless.
Thanks for having me on.
God bless my brother.
Let's get ready for the next one. I'll text you. We'll talk about getting John on in a couple of days.
Yes,
okay?
sir, Mr. Murphy. Yes,
Y'all gonna bump heads.
You the man, Tim. You the man, Tim.
Talk to you later.
I love you, Tim. You're in my
Love you too.
prayers. In my
Love
prayers.
you too. Don't
always.
hurt
God bless
nobody.
you, my brother.
And don't drink too much.
Yes, sir. I have to work
touched a
tomorrow.
drop in
6
20
a.m.
years.
I have to work at 6 a.m., Tim.
All right, see you guys later.
God bless. God bless.
God bless.
There he goes right there. Bruce, stop it. Could you pinch me? Could you pinch me like we're in bed together?
That's just that's our new buddies, man. You know, this is, you know, these cats who we speak to over here, they're every day 9 to 5. But you know, we hang with the athletes, bro. Maybe McSmith said it best, man. Maybe the heads are in the clouds a little too much, but I'm gonna kind of keep them there for a while because I'm digging my new friends, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, you know what I mean, hanging out with Charlie Watts, drinking a coffee with Charlie, you know, it's like, you know, that level, right, Bruce? Is that the same level? Like, you know, my tea drinking with Charlie, do I talk about it? No. You know what I mean?
I see no difference.
But do you feel the same kind of, you know, yes, Charlie wasn't getting punched, but yes, Charlie was something else, you know, legendary in his craft, like Iran Barkley in his craft.
And
definitely Charlie Watts-ish.
What wasn't it so spaced out? Major Key told us about Jonathan. That's the dude we were talking to down there. What was his last name again? You remember?
Jonathan Felton.
Jonathan Felton. I have his number in my phone. I just have
right now. Call him. Give Jonathan a call right now because he wants to talk. That's Riddick Bowe's best friend.
Major Key said he called him. Major Key said that he called him and he was tied up tonight because Major Key wanted him to come on here because he knows Tim. And,
what a small world. And Major Key knows all these fighters.
Small world. Hey, Matt, Chad, I got to go get some water, man. My throat's
I'll carry it down. Oh, yeah, I'll carry it right down.
Hold it for a second.
But shout out to Tim Witherspoon again. Once again, go down there. You know, I'm with all these, you know, legendary fighters and, you know, the biggest dude, 65-year-old Tim Witherspoon. His genetics, he's very freakazoid-ish. He's a freakazoid. He's Randy Moss. We didn't talk about fishing. We didn't talk about music. Me and Tim just talked. Fucking Tim is Uncle Tim. And it's just amazing when you're around a man that's just the biggest man in there. And not taking away nothing from Mickey Ward, you know, Vinny Paz, and none of them. But, you know, Tim's just the heavyweight. You know, Marlon Starlin, you know, shout out to Iran Barkley. Iran Barkley, Tim didn't know that he'd be Coach Zia, fought Sam Peter, fucking Iran Barkley. I hung out with Iran for 15, 20 minutes. Just me and Iran and his wife, I think. It might have been his wife. It was his wife.
No, not his wife. His girlfriend.
His girlfriend.
Yeah, somebody. I mentioned that, and they said, no, not his wife, his girlfriend. Okay, thank you.
Very tough crew. Very tough. You could definitely feel that Iran could fucking punch me right the fuck out. And I think Iran's older than me. But, you know, and Tim didn't want to talk about the violence there. But like I said, Bruce, you know, who do you think would have beat everybody up out of all the fighters? Let's go through it.
Out of every fighter that was there, Tim was in the best condition physically. And he was up there, 95% of the oldest. So I mean, that's something to look at for other fighters. Saying, man,
is Tim a freakazoid?
When I get 65, am I going to look as good as Tim Witherspoon?
Tim's a
maybe if I had Tim's defense, maybe if I didn't take the punches to the head.
Genetically, how big he is, Bruce, the size of his head, his hands,
his shoulders, man, his fucking shoulders. They're like 2 feet away from his neck.
He had to put the seat back all the fucking way. like I talk Iran Barkley's resume. Tim's on the thing talking Marlon Starlin resume. You know, but look at Tim Witherspoon's resume.
Why don't we look at it, man, while we're here, man? Let's pull it up on BoxRec and just look at the fucking names.
And like I said with the Shania, did she pull the fucking rabbit out of the hat with the national anthem there, though, Bruce? You know what I mean? I was not expecting that from Shania.
Me either. Me either.
London, what Harmony London? Harmony London. If you could put that in the chat, let's pull up some Harmony London. I mean, that's a D-Ray Promotions, Iceman, Mendoza, Carlos, Sneeko, Big Say-So, Teach. We got the fucking heavy hitters here. I saw G5 in here. I mean, we got the fucking heavy hitters of the fucking boxing fanatics. We got the D-Ray Promotions. Beautiful, bro. Iceman telling me to shut the fuck up. And Iceman, I hear the Iceman when he's like, let them talk, Mad Chad. I'm like, fucking right. Hit the mute button. Hit the mute button because Iceman is a fucking legend.
55.
I get a little excited. I get a little excited tonight.
55, 13, and 1 was his record.
55, 7 amateur fights, right? 7
They don't even have an amateur record in box record was so probably unverifiable. You know,
you heard it from the horse's mouth. He had 7 amateur fights.
We'll go down to the bottom here. Let me get that water that I just grabbed. I should drink a little bit if I just grabbed it. I just got a text from somebody. I bet you it's. Let's see who it is before I continue on my journey here through Tim's record. Fucking unsolicited text. But getting right to the beginning of his record, he went. I don't see any names on there that we'd recognize until he got up to his 14th fight. That would be the Larry Holmes fight. Alonso Ratliff. He beat undefeated Alonso Ratliff. Then he beat Ronaldo Snipes.
Huh.
That was right. Mr. Snipes with the right hand. Remember
Larry
him?
Holmes Snipes. Larry Holmes.
Yeah, the guy who floored Larry Holmes. See, I didn't even know this till looking at this now.
Who's that? Vinny Paz. If that's Vinny Paz, tell him to call me.
Let me see. It's Greg Towns, man, the boxer. Great time. I know Mitch talked to me after. It's from Greg Towns. This guy's I'll pull up his record too, man. I should ask him if he wants to jump on with us, but I don't know, Chad. You're a little bit crazy over here, but wow, listen to this. Listen to this text he just sent me. This is a boxer from Rhode Island, retired.
I know Greg Towns, yeah.
Okay, he says, great time, I know. Mitch talked to me the other night for an hour telling me how great a time you guys had. I had just got back from Atlantic City when my BMW broke down, $1,200 to tow it back to Rhode Island and $1,600 to fix it. My wife didn't want to hear shit about boxing after that one. Catch you on the next one, bro. I'm gonna say I'm doing a live right now, brother. And we just read that text, and that is funny as hell, man. Having a great time. Tim was just on with me. If you want to jump on, jump in. But this dude has boxed 5 top 10 light heavyweights. I mean, he doesn't have an impressive record on paper, but he's over 100 amateur fights. Knows everybody in Rhode Island. Knows the Demetrius Andrade story. Just dropped a video about it. But it's funny. We're talking boxing, and once again, I get a text, and who's it from? One of these guys who.
Let the word be out there. I want to get a hold of Vinny. That was my takeaway. I just really want to talk to Vinny again.
Vinny told I was going to get his number, but the battery died in my phone, so Vinny told Brian to give him his number because I told him I was trying to get in touch with him on Twitter, and he said he's not. He said it was his sister-in-law or manager or something doing his Twitter, so he's not getting the messages. He says, "Get my number from Brian, and I'll come on your show." So I'll get it from Brian. I'll give it to you.
Yeah,
and, we're one big happy family out here. We're the fucking wacky world.
I got his Kit Kat. I found the Kit Kat bar, and I told him I was going to protect it. You know what I mean? And I feel like obligated to get it back to the fucking man.
I wanted to have him autograph that water bottle that he went in and bought me.
I just really felt like fuck Greg Haugen once again. I'm part of the fuck Greg Haugen. Take your marijuana, shove it up your fucking ass. me and Vinny, you think that crowd that showed up in the locker room before the bathroom fucked you up? Believe me, when I see you, Greg Haugen, I'm going to pound your fucking head in, and I'm going to say, this is from fucking Vinny Paz. Because I'm team fucking Vinny Paz, Bruce. Honestly, I changed my name to Mad Chad Paz. I mean, I was Mad Chad Paz for a minute. I think I'm going to change my next avatar to Vinny Pazienza. You know, I used to root against him. I really did. I didn't like him. I thought he was a fucking punk. I thought he was arrogant. Uh, you know, I thought I wanted Duran to kill him. You know what I mean? I really did. I did not like Vinny Paz. As I grew older, I was like, but when with the broken neck and all, when he come back from that, because that'll never be duplicated in the history. You know what I mean? It's
Never.
like never. And like he just like he, you know, next thing I know, he's sitting in my passenger seat. You know,
Telling these wild stories that you know, I mean,
Bruce, how many times he hit me in the shoulder? What do you say?
Vinny's a touchy-feely guy.
But how many times did he touch and feel me?
20.
Yeah, yeah. How about the Dunkin' Donuts in fucking Pennsylvania? What the fuck's going on there, Bruce?
They're all cleaned out, man. They must have, maybe they were owned by Democrats.
We saw three closed down, and you were pulling up the political race there. I didn't know much about it.
Dr. Oz and
controls the Senate. Controls the Senate.
Yeah. To control the Senate. And
Bruce, is there a chance you could pull the Marlon Stalin off the wall to show the people that what he wrote on the, you know, the Marlon Stalin? We were just with the great Marlon Stalin, tough as fucking nails. Is there a chance you can pull it off the wall and show the people?
Watch. I'll use my remote control here if I can.
Iceman, don't be fucking sorry. I'm losing my respect. The minute you start saying sorry, I'm so fucking sick of sorry ass. Oh, there it is right there. What's it say, Bruce? What did he write?
It says, hang on a sec, I'll fucking. No, I got the wrong one of us in there.
Oh, that's me. That's Marlon right there, though.
It's right there, and it says, "To Bruce Gas, go for it. Magic Man, Marlon Starling, October 29th, 1922. Go get Bruce Gas, go get it." This is Greg Towns. This is Greg Towns probably getting me back to me. 100%. The old sign of. I'm doing a live right now, brother. Having a great time. Tim was just on me. If you want to hop on and let me fix it. But yeah, that's my signed picture by Marlon. Next to that, I got my fucking sign my picture of Hagler, my Miles Davis, Jack Johnson album, very rare album. I've got my signed picture of Tim Witherspoon. Above that,
I think you gotta get the fucking trumpet player out of there and put Marlon right behind you. I think.
Well, you know, well. My thing is Bruce Gas, boxing, jazz, and more. So I mean,
I
that's
think it's more boxing.
Miles Davis is kind of like I'll rearrange.
Fucking Chuck Berry or fucking Muhammad Ali. Come on.
I'll rearrange him, Matt Chad. But Miles Davis is.
Stalin would kick the fuck out of fucking both those two.
You don't get it. Miles was special.
Well, I'm saying Miles played tougher.
Miles dug boxing. Miles was
if fucking Marlon played fucking trumpet, he'd be better. Marlon is a bigger man than fucking both those two cunts. Get those two fucking faggots out of there. Put Marlon there. Honestly. This is a boxing fucking station. This ain't fucking jazz and weed.
What? No.
What do you got, Bob Marley up there? What do you got, a picture of Bob Marley and fucking weed? What do you got, a picture of ganja up there, a Toka 2? I don't see no Toka 2. What the fuck? So why the fuck you got Jack fucking Johnson, really? Fucking
Jack Johnson was a boxer.
That's what I'm saying. I just see it behind, but what the fuck's it say behind your head? I see something, Jack fucking Johnson.
Yeah, Miles Davis. The name of his album was Jack Johnson.
Well, fucking
Just-
Miles Davis ain't no Marlon Stalin.
Marlon Stallings up there. I just have to rearrange my photos.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Put fucking Miles over to your fucking right shoulder.
The old lady controls that. The old lady controls that. Hey, Punchy Greg Tom's my brother. He's out there, man. Hey, Greg, you want to come up here? Talk a little boxing. Meet my brother, Mad Chad.
This ain't a fucking jazz station. This is a boxing station. I would never pick you up to go see fucking Miles Davis and fucking smoke weed. If it was a weed convention in Philadelphia, I'd go pick your fucking ass up. Honestly, Bruce, this is a boxing station. Don't fucking play the game trying to be all fucking fucking politically correct with your jazz and more. It's fucking Bruce Gas boxing.
No, Mad Chad. You don't get it, man. Jazz has played a real pivotal role in my life.
Well, not as big as boxing.
Maybe not. No. Sorry, Pigeon.
Fucking no-brainer.
No, sorry, Pigeon. Not tonight, brother.
No, block him. Take his wrench away and fucking hide his ass.
He's staying back there. He's not coming on here, man.
He's indespicable.
I'm well too played out for Pigeon over here. I thought it was Greg on there. Good thing
we can't ruin this dream. You got to shut it down because if you let people on that's retarded, they'll just get fucking.
Yeah. Oh no. Nobody.
This is a great stream with Tim Witherspoon. Our trip. We haven't even talked about our trip. What about the hotel?
Oh yeah, the hotel. Shit. We stayed in this place called the Escape Inn.
Yeah.
And so me and Mad Chad, we go to the event on Saturday morning. It's Greg. I'm here. Greg, that's is that Greg or Pigeon? No, that's not that. Show your face back there, Greg. Show your camera. That's Pigeon. Let me see something here. What is Pigeon?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm not drunk.
That's not Greg.
He said he's not drunk.
I don't know what's going on here, man. He turned his camera on, and that's Pigeon in there. Look.
What's the next fucking trip? When's the next trip to go see Tim?
The next trip is coming up soon, but let's tell him about this hotel. We're driving up there, right? We only had one night's reservations. We had Saturday night reservations. We had planned on getting there on fucking. We had planned on getting there on Saturday morning. Saturday afternoon by the time we got there. And Mad Chad calls me on a Friday and says, we're going to be really rushed. We're going to get up there. I'm going to be dead, da-da. And I said, you're so right, man. But I know Mad Chad had to work, but somehow he got half a day or whatever. But he made it down here, picked me up at 3 o'clock. We made that 7-hour trek, 7 straight hours on the road, man. 65 miles would be average the way Chad was driving, man. It was great, man. But we're driving through these narrow highways, and there were nothing but 18-wheelers. But we got there, and I'm trying to call up on the highway to see if we can get a room for Friday night and Saturday, obviously. But the woman that I had on there wasn't understanding me very well, and she didn't get it. I couldn't get the message across. I don't know. My phone wasn't loud enough. Whatever it was, I didn't have my reservation number on me.
American.
But anyway,
They were Indian.
Whatever they were, man. We got up there, and I was lucky enough because there were only 3 more rooms in the hotel, so it was cool. We got the room. We left early the next morning. Not well, early enough for us. We were out of there. Figure, when you go to a hotel, you pay $150. You get clean sheets. They change your bed. They give you clean towels. You walk in a brand new room, right? We come back after the event we took the break. We go in the place. They didn't even come in and they didn't even change the towels, put toilet paper in there, nothing. And I called the front desk. I said, "What's going on, man? We want to take a shower. There's no towels up here." Oh, well, now with COVID, the new policy is we're not going to we don't clean rooms in between visits. We just clean them when you leave. And it's like, what the fuck, man? I need some towels. I had to walk down to the front desk and get the towels. And anyway, it was kind of second rate like that. And plus, there was one thing too. I want to show you this, man. This is Bruce Gas of all things. Let me get up for a second and get this, man.
We're gonna get this, and that Murphy dude's coming on.
I'll be right. Hang it for 1 second. I got to show you this, man. I don't even know if you know I took this.
We got a lot of stuff we took.
No, I didn't take a lot of stuff. What the fuck? It's not even. It was.
I did. You won't believe this shit that I got.
What did you get? Some towels and stuff.
Yeah, I cleaned out the indigo.
You should. They were so cheap. You couldn't take the soap. You couldn't take nothing, man.
No, the indigo where the fighters were staying. I mean,
that was a nice place.
That's what I'm saying. I found the fucking cabinet.
I bet they
found the liquor cabinet. And
this thing was in the fucking room.
Well, what I'm saying is, at the end, we didn't smoke in the room. We smoked on the balcony. What are you looking at?
Right here. This is a no smoking room.
Yeah, that's common.
If smoking occurs, $150.
But that's common, Bruce. That's it. That's everywhere.
It is?
Yeah.
Well, I don't go anywhere, so.
Yeah, that's everywhere. That's par for course, bro. That's what are you fucking?
And you know what I noticed too? I never even imagined before. All these places are letting you bring in dogs. They're all pet friendly. You walk in there. There was a bowl of water and a
dog convention at the Indigo.
The Indigo too. That they all had their dogs in the hotel we were at.
Well,
they had their
dog convention.
There was a what?
Dog convention. They had all the fucking dog show. It was a dog show.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I showed you the pictures at the Indigo. I told you about. You were fucking smiling at Tim Witherspoon and fucking Riddick Bowe.
Yeah.
I didn't feel threatened. Like if I go to the fucking local watering hole here in Maine, like I have to really, there's fucking punks. Like these killers aren't punks. Like they're not punks.
No.
They're men.
It was just unbelievable. And the thing is,
never happen again. It'll never happen again.
We flew home so fast. Hey, Skull Asylum, salute, brother. We left at 6:30 in the morning.
Bruce, am I a good driver? Can you say?
Mad Chad. I mean, I don't want to say it no more, bro.
No.
You're the best I know, brother. You're the best I know.
Am I at the Muhammad Ali level of fucking going on the highway, getting to a point? Because where I work right now, they don't even believe me. They're like, how the fuck do you get from there to there? Bruce, I piss in a Gatorade bottle, honestly. You know how I piss. I just go. When I get on that highway, I go. And they send me highway miles when I'm currying. It's like, you make it to New Hampshire to Bangor, Maine, and back. What the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm fucking in the passing lane, bro.
My thing was, bro, I didn't want to take that first leak, so I didn't drink a lot of water that day. I kind of dehydrated myself. So, but once I broke that seal, you saw it. I went for about 2 hours, 3 hours, and I had to stop every hour. So that was fucking. That's the way I go. But man, it's fucking. It was just a great, great thing. And like I said, that return trip home, it was just so smooth. It's like we left at 6:30.
Oh
I
God.
noontime. It was all. I guess there was no traffic on it. I guess 6:30 on a Sunday morning and driving through New York is bumper to bumper, but it's not bad. It's like Providence at rush hour, but still, it's only about a half hour of slow time, and then we just cruised, man,
Bruce, unreal
right
how
through
fast we
Connecticut.
made it to Swansea, fucking Mass. We made it
Mhm.
to Mass, Swansea, Mass, in record fucking time after a good subway stop.
Yeah.
And we hit the subway, right, fellas? And then the next thing you know, a bus pulls up. There's fucking 100 people ahead,
Ah,
and me and Bruce
there
are
was nobody there when we went. When we
no
went there,
one
there
there,
was nobody there. Nobody.
nobody there.
We didn't even know how to do it because it's
Well,
these new express things.
you
You
went to
order
the
air,
bathroom. I
you
went to
go
the
down.
bathroom. Right, we
Yeah.
were taking
Oh,
our
oh,
time.
oh, 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 come over here. Do you want to get your thing? Well, oh yeah.
After we almost got in a head-on collision,
Yeah, but
right?
as soon as we paid for our stuff, and I gave the lady a tip, she looked at me like it was
Well, yeah.
smarmy.
What the fuck is
Oh,
this?
oh, thank you. Yeah, but anyway, man, as soon as
Great
we
sandwich.
did that, a fucking 20 people behind us.
Oh no, not 20. What the fuck are you talking 20? It was
Well,
100.
20 at McDonald's, 20 at Subway.
Oh yeah,
There was like 50 people. So,
a busload. A bus pulled up. Two
God was
buses.
with us. God was blowing our sails all the way home, right through New York, no problem. There were nuts in front of us, switching 3 lanes at
But
a
it
time,
was 80 miles per hour
80
from
miles per
fucking
hour.
the whole way.
The sunrise was blinding us on the
And
way
it
home.
disappeared, but it disappeared after an hour or so.
Mm-hmm. And
It was it
man,
was yeah. I had a little fucking after I dropped you off, it got Bruce. I got fucked up a little. Which way to find the I wanted to get 150 to get back to wherever I was supposed to go. I got fucked up a little, but I had to get gas. So you gave me the $19. I pulled in to get gas, and then I asked the guy, which way do I go to get to where I had to go? The fucking dude speak no Anglais. Down the road, Dad. I got so I go over there, light a cigarette, and I'm trying to get my GPS on. You know what I mean? Trying to find the GPS again. And this lady pulls up, right? She's like, "You looking to get to 180?" This lady, she's like, "Follow me." This fucking older lady, just like God, like I had a shepherd. It
wow.
was so funny. I swear to God, Bruce, the shit that happens. But that was just memories. And, it's I hope to meet Iran again. The next event Iran Barkley's at, and
Oh yeah. Well,
I want to see him again, Bruce. Like I want to see these fuckers again. Honestly,
a couple of them told me that they're going to the WBC convention in Mexico.
I might try to get a passport. Let's try to go. What's the date? I'll get a little time off.
It's real soon. I don't think we can make that one. That's
Well,
that's almost too
what do you
soon.
mean? Why? What the fuck you got to do?
Well, I don't have a passport.
Well, it's easy to get one. My brother tells me to get one every day. Let's fucking go to Mexico. If Tim's gonna be there, I'll be fine.
Uber to Green Airport. I'm there.
But if Tim's gonna be in Mexico, I'll be safe.
Oh yeah, you kidding me? Like I said, when we went through the back with Vinny Paz, it was
Bruce,
like
but what was I saying that whole time? Let's go to the back door. I drove. We never stopped. When Brian said there was no back door, Mad Chad never fucking stopped. I said, I told my son, go in the back door. And where did I drive to without ever stopping? Right to the back door. And I looked for security, and I said, I got Vinny fucking Paz with me. And they said, right this way, sir. Mad Chad knew where to fucking go. And that's why Vinny kept hitting me and being like, this dude knows where to go. I said, you don't bring a rock star to the front fucking door. Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you out of your fucking mind? You're telling me we're gonna stand in line with Vinny Pazienza? Bruce, come on, bro. That was a no fucking brainer. Mad Chad brought us to the back door. There was no one telling us to go to the back door. Brian said there was no fucking back door. Mad Chad said you're smoking fucking crack. Howard Johnson's is not where the fighters are at. I fucking went to the back fucking door.
okay. And we're thankful for that. But the thing I was going to say is they treated us like where we were, it was $65 to go in there.
It was a cult. It was a cult. They tried to recruit me and Bruce to be fucking cult leaders. This was a Davidian fucking satanic fucking cult. I think Iceman Scully and Craig Hulk's in the fucking cult. Those fucking I saw the faraway Davidian look.
Okay, well, listen, man. I'm going
And
to show
Tim's
you.
just big and happy and just wants to, spread love. And they're spreading the fucking. Bruce, you hit me on the shoulder harder than Vinny did. You said this is a cult.
This is their Facebook
Not
page.
Not the fighters. I'm not talking about the fighters.
But dude, this is their Facebook page, the Five Stones Fight Club, right?
Let it go. Let it go. You think Get This Smoke's gonna get killed? You're gonna end up fucking dead. Take this down, Bruce. We don't want to talk about this fucking.
Yeah, we do.
All right.
Hey, Stones fans, sorry to announce, but no combat conditioning today. Getting the gym set up, and that's where the fight was, in the gym.
We're praying.
And if you haven't followed our new page yet, Five Stones Fight Club Inc.
Incorporated.
And Five Stones will be closed Monday for a recovery cleanup day. Thank you for your understanding. And these are just put up like October 30th, Sunday service. This was the Sunday service right here.
Let's hear it. Let's see what they got to say.
We are living proof of the eternal salvation and eternal hope that we have through Christ. So we need to make sure we're walking that walk.
That's the same guy that was in the center ring talking.
Let's pray. Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, we thank you, Lord, for everyone that's here. Lord, we know, Lord, that you only bring those that are supposed to be here. You have the ultimate plan. We don't. We trust you. So, Heavenly Father, I pray you bless our time together. Lord, I pray that you would open people's hearts. You help them just feel the Holy Spirit come back in their face. Lord, we pray that as we engage in worship, Lord, that you be glorified, that we get out of the way, and that you just run the service.
This thing goes on for about 40 minutes. Let's go down about halfway through. Let's see if it changes at all. Oh man, he keeps going.
Right? The church
Roided up too. He's roided. He's on steroids.
is the hospital.
That whole crew is on steroids.
You need to crack the water and read that shit.
We're gonna go down a little bit.
No, Bruce, you're gonna end up. We gotta stop this because this is a very, very cultist.
This is.
You're fucking with the family, bro. We were there. Great turf. The turf. What a facility. Great facility.
There's the private dinner right there.
They tried to recruit us, Bruce.
Let's listen to this right here.
That's just all my whole life. You looked right up to me and said, I know about me for too good, but I come
That's
home.
the bearded guy right there, the wizard.
You need famous fighters for my town.
That bearded guy kept looking at me.
And a few others who just, knows everything from the fighter in town.
Going down a rabbit hole, Bruce.
The first jobs that he gave me was to get inside the ring and little rings before we started shooting and set, and I got a feel for it. It's too skinny and we need to tighten it up. So I told him it was a bit too much like a wrestler's ring. It was too skinny and
There's Mitch. That was the other ring announcer.
Yeah. Bruce, You know what I mean? It's like it's good that I
And,
wasn't drinking, you know. It's like fucking good I wasn't, you know, drinking, you know, because you get fucking drunk. I'm fucking cutting off Tim Witherspoon. Iceman telling me to shut up. Wanting to bring violence, you know what I mean? Like, fuck it, I wanted him to fight John Fury. I'm like, Tim, fucking call out the old man. Tim would fucking knock Fury's dad out cold.
oh yeah. Well, you heard Fury wanted to mess with him when he went to Europe.
No, that's fucking false fucking shit.
No, he told us. He said Fury wanted to spar with him, and he's like, "No, man, you know, dude, I'm retired, you know." And
Well, I'll
he
fight
was,
your dad. He should have said, "I'll fight your dad."
he should have. That would have been a no brainer.
That's a big fight that I'll put on because honestly, the Furies hate me. Honestly, you think I hate them? They're not welcome in Portland, Maine. They know they can't come up this way. And I'll tell you, Fury's dad runs his fucking chops, and Tim would fucking knock his block off.
I wouldn't doubt that one at all, man. I wouldn't doubt that one at
65
all.
years old and a fucking killer. He'd clean out a whole bar. Tim Witherspoon could clear out a whole fucking bar on the Portland waterfront or the LA waterfront or the San Francisco waterfront. Whatever fucking waterfront that motherfucker's on, he'd clean it the fuck out.
Tim Jr.'s tough as fucking hell, too.
I wanted to ask the old man how many street fights he'd been in.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's what I wanted to get to, but you cut me off.
I cut you off?
Or Tim cut me off.
I didn't cut you off.
Iceman cut me off.
Nobody cut you off.
Bruce, how fucking good do we roll together, though? Honestly, we might, you know, argue a little bit here and there, but how good do we roll together? I mean, we spent some time together, me and Bruce Cass, and we fucking roll like fucking.
Matt Chat, I could do and no radio. I mean, no radio. We couldn't put our earbuds in because our batteries were both dying. So
Yeah.
it was just me and Mad Chad for fucking over 8 hours on the road. And
Bruce, thank God we're not fucking homosexual because we'd be fucking lovers. We're like, me and Bruce would be married, honestly. Like, that's how connected we are. Like, we're just fucking, like, spiritual buddies on the same path of fucking love and hope and understanding and forgiveness. And your wife sent me the thing. I got it right on my fridge, you know, and it's just beautiful, beautiful stuff. And like I say, if you like all YouTubers, all boxing people, if you ever need to roll with anybody, I mean, you just want to roll with Bruce Cass.
That's it, man. I'm always looking for drivers for these events. Whenever I get invited,
You want to find a foxhole, like any driver in Rhode Island, wherever, you know, Bruce Cass is a man. Like, he's just gonna help you. He's just gonna be a team player, and he's gonna help the trip.
yeah, I need a personal assistant, somebody to help me take my jacket off with the shoulder.
No, you help more than though the Navicaine back patches. You know what I mean? The little fucking help here and there. You know, it's just help each other out. You know.
A student of the road, man. The Novocaine. No, the Lidocaine. I'm sorry, the Lidocaine.
So whatever it is, though, we roll pretty good together, Bruce. You know,
cocaine.
I'm 52. I've been traveling the road a little bit, you know, with different characters, and that was
I shouldn't be traveling without a fucking aid, you know.
That was one of the smoothest though adventures that I've had, you know, and you know, no expectations involved.
And it was like, wow.
Wow. Hair on my arms standing up, I swear. And my hair on my arms don't stand up unless I'm in the Playboy Mansion, which I was one time. And I'm not going to talk about that adventure, but my hair stood up, and that was not the only thing that stood up.
But yeah, it was truly a once in a lifetime thing. I got it out of my system. Maybe Mick Smith is right a little bit. Maybe
maybe a little high. I told everybody, all the people I ran into today driving around, and I was hanging out with Tim Witherspoon.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I got the pictures on my phone, so I'm carrying them around.
Bruce, do you know my son playing basketball? You know how I talk about my son, and You know how legitimacy that it really, like, he was calling me, he was playing a game, and I'm like, I'm hanging out with Vinny, like, Simon, I'm with Vinny Paz right now. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, he's like hanging with his teammates. Like, that's just as a dad, like, you know, I don't have much money I can give my son, you know, things like that, but I just tell him to brush his teeth, say his prayers, hold the door for ladies, and just be thankful for everything you have. And being a dad, it's like kind of hard sometimes, but like just when you just being a true person, it just it was such it made my son feel good. I think that I was with Bruce Gass and Marlon Starlin. You know, it's like fuck.
Tim Witherspoon, you mean?
Oh, and Sugar Ray Seals. No, I was
Over the weekend. I thought you meant tonight. But see, what these children of ours, they recognize the internet as being like right there with them. So like when you said you're with Tim Witherspoon tonight, hey, my dad's with Tim Witherspoon, man.
No, I was talking about the weekend though.
The weekend was in the flesh. These cats, they don't even understand that. That's a whole new conception to them. They fight wars on the internet, man. They have.
No, but I'm saying my son, my legitimacy was like I was like I'm with Tim Witherspoon and Vinny Paz and fucking Mickey
I
Ward again.
understand that. I understand that 100%.
In the flesh.
Yes.
I'm not on the fucking media with him. I'm hanging out with the motherfucker.
There you go. Because to most of the next generation, they think hanging out is on the internet. You got to say no, not on the internet. Really talking to them, having a fucking passing a joint to them, and they're like, wow, that's like that's a one in a million to this world today. You know, because nobody meets up. People will a little fucking 98 pounder will scream at a 300 pounder. You know, because he's untouchable. But we saw these motherfuckers face to face, and you know, all badasses. I don't care how old they were. I wouldn't fuck with any of them, man. Even Vinny Bugasi would probably take your head off with a combination.
The toughest human beings to ever walk the planet, Bruce. Honest to God, you know, we know boxing and what it takes to get to, you know, how many champions were in that room? How many championship fights?
You could take all the belts.
If the boxing librarian was there, he could have done the math, you know, but it was fucking crazy.
Yep. The librarian definitely would have had a nice job in front of him. This one had the NBA title before it was recognized as a world title by the New York State Athletic Commission. So we're going to give him a pass on that one. But he did have the WBC title from 1927 to 19. Oh, yes. We needed BL on that excursion.
But that was phenomenal. Hopefully they have round 2, you know what I mean, Bruce? We'll do it again for sure, you know.
Even if it takes a year, that's plenty of time. There'll be things in between. And if they have it same place, same time next year, man, we'll make sure we get a hotel with the fighters and make sure we get a 2-day break from work.
We'll
whatever.
play it by ear. We're just going to roll. Me and Bruce Gass, if there's a fight, me and Bruce will show up, believe me. If me and Bruce say we're going to do something, we're doing it, you know.
And it's got to be more than a fight. It's got to be a fight plus. A fight with extra curriculum on the side to get us there, you know?
No, we get the VIP pass. We get the big bracelet around our neck. No, that's the thing. Me and Bruce Gass, we have so much pull. We don't even need no fucking markings. Like everybody in the VIP, like the people that paid had these big fucking passes on their bracelets, on their neck. Like I was at the fights, I'm going back and forth, smoking cigarettes outside. The cult's opening the door for me. I have no fucking pass on me. No, I'm with a spoon and fucking Vinny Paz and Mickey Ward and fucking Sugar Ray Seals and Marlon Starlin. What the fuck, bro?
Every time I walk by Tim, he gives me a big hug.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like, go ahead, sir. You know,
right. That's what the cult
that
did.
VIP area we were hanging in.
But
they were making sure
no pass, did we? We didn't even need a pass.
No, they were making sure people have to have that green bracelet to go in there. And I didn't have one, but nobody said a word to me. Walk right in, sir. They looked at me, shook their head. Go ahead, sir.
Bruce. The cult treated us great.
They did, man. You know, and I'll tell you, for an old man, I got a lot of second eyes from a couple of girls.
Oh, I did too. There was some
they wouldn't give me the time of day in the street, but because we were with the
they
VIP,
thought we were something.
Yep, they thought we had to either former boxers or managers or some fucking thing, but we were not of the norm out there.
We
You
were
know,
VIP.
we were not Cornhuskers.
We were above the
We
pay.
weren't apple bobbers out there. That's for goddamn sure,
We
man.
were ham and eggers from New England that
That's it.
just
That's
loved
it.
boxing.
That's it. Didn't give a shit, man. We're here with the legends, and they treated us like a couple of
Oh,
themselves.
they treated us like we were legends ourselves, Bruce. And I hate to use that word, but they made me feel even keel. Like, you know, like when I was with fucking Marlon Stalin, it was like he was my friend. You know, like just a soul that I've known from a different life or whatever it was. Like it was just beautiful, and I need to do it again, Bruce. I need to see these men again. You know.
Well, I'll be in touch with Brian, and Brian is the
He's the man. He's the man. He's the
he
shaker.
coordinates those
He's
events.
the doer.
Back door, you know, he stays backstage, and you know, my only regret really is that I didn't have a good phone, because we could have had.
I didn't have a pen.
Yeah,
I didn't have a pen to get signatures, like to give to my son. Like
yeah. I didn't have a good phone. I could have taken.
I didn't have any phone. I called Black and Brown. I wanted to do a stream, and I hit the stream yard, and it was fucking. I had no reception.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were so. But like I say, Bruce, I think that's what brought us closer to the whole environment. Is that we didn't really have access to the stream yard.
Well, I'll tell you though, I called Blood Boxing, as you know, and he was so happy, man. I could tell.
Your flip phone, right? But like I'm saying though, it was
and also Trick Nolte, because Trick turns us on to so many fighters, and he got. I talked to Trick today for about 20 minutes until his sister calls. I got my sister calling, and he was like, "Man, you made my day. I was so happy. I was talking to Iran Barkley, and Vinny Pazienza." I said that was when we were driving, just Vinny, me, and Chad. I was smoking a joint in the back seat. Vinny and Chad are going back and forth about something. And he says, "Really? Oh man, thank you so much for that."
Oh, we were hollering Trick Nolte. We were like,
"Yeah,
Trick Nolte."
Yeah, I'm saying, "No, Trick, thank you."
Walker. That's Anthony.
Yep. If I can make your day, man, you've made ours so many times bringing those guests on here, and if I can make your day, that made my day. So it's the beauty of what we love, and like you said, Matt, Dad, me and you would have never met each other if it wasn't for boxing. Everybody out there, even like Rolling with the Punches, Carl Mendoza, all these characters, because we love boxing, man.
That's it. Bruce, thanks a lot, bro. I'm gonna brush my teeth, say my prayers. Maybe play.
And the two-match chat. Everybody out there, thank you so much for coming in, man. Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. Matt, Chad, Tavern. We're out of here.
Peace.
Peace.